Yep.
Hi everyone. Sorry for the delay. My PC conspired against us all. At least I wish I could say it was my PC's fault. But I recently have moved my PC around a bit because we got the other PC in, and I didn't realize that my power cable had sort of not gone all the way back in. So I was setting everything up for stream, and I was moving like my keyboard cable, and just pew, everything just went off.
It did.
And as we all know, Windows was like, oh, sure, your PC crashed in a horrible death, but how about I install some updates when I got it back on? So I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Then things weren't loading, and I was worried.
Yeah, she's mostly worried because her desktop images are a slideshow of those 3 objection images.
Yeah, the UD Gundles, yeah. They
weren't showing up. She was like, oh, I'm gonna die.
I'm sorry, I had to fix my desktop before I could start stream. It's very important to me. But, yeah, Windows updates also took 500 years. Just the fact that they push it while you just had, like, a random, like, shutdown like that, I don't understand. No, anyway. Right. Right, let's see if everything works. Oh, your work laptop took an hour to do it. Well, as long as it's on company time, I'd be like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
If it's on your own time, no.
Nah.
Well, for me as well, sometimes this would happen. Like, we had when I worked in finance, it was crucial that we met our deadlines. None of our laptops were allowed to have a system update. They were specifically set up to only update, like, at very, like, basically, they were only hard, yeah, exactly, like, yeah, it had to be done manually, because nobody was allowed to risk any of those laptops having an update, because that was a case of the entire company just stops working.
Yeah.
Yeah, Windows 11, I hate the fact that we're all forced to start using it.
I have been experiencing it for the last...
Yeah. It sure is something, Windows 11.
I'm not... It's
fine, yeah.
It's fine, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we found out it was basically cheaper to upgrade my entire PC to a new PC than to upgrade my old PC to a PC that could handle Windows 11.
Yes.
Yippee.
Legitimately, that's just insane. Like, this current PC I'm using, it can't run Windows 11 for absolutely ridiculous reasons. It should be able to handle it just fine.
It is just about beefy enough to handle it. But
it's fine, the hardware. But, you know, it's not that it misses, like, whatever the extra...
That thing, the security component shit. Yeah.
And therefore, I can't install Windows 11.
Sometimes I really hate living in this timeline.
It really is quite grim.
By sometimes, I mean... Constantly.
Yeah, sorry for my rant here. Things happened. I cannot believe we're about to finish this game today.
I do a broken 2000 gaming laptop that melted its own motherboard, and repairing it would of course
that sure is something.
That sure is.
Gaming laptops on the whole have very special ways of taking themselves out.
Yeah.
I think, like, I don't know.
It's like it's built in that they've got to find a new and exciting way to die.
Legit.
You bought your current PC instead. Usually a good idea.
Yeah.
Mine, I want to learn Blender. I think I've said that before, haven't I? So mine's hopefully going to be a business investment as well. But also, my old one just couldn't run. But I have been using Windows 11, and I've got to say, all the edges are rounded. The edges on everything are round, and I do not like it, sir.
No.
I do not.
No. It's kind of like they're trying to be Apple from like a decade ago.
Yeah, but...
And it's really weird.
Apple from a decade ago, it was fine. And I know this because I used Apple a decade ago. I was one of those people. No, actually, that was longer ago. I used Apple. Yeah,
but different round.
This
is a sharper round edge. Like, before it was kind of more like you know, like it had the gentle curve.
Yeah, it was a more aesthetic curve before. Now it's just... Hang on, I'm going to switch the monitor back and try and describe it. I switched Oh yeah, hi. I'm on.
It looks like it kind of has more of the Mac edge.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of.
But then, if you imagine if like Windows 10 had the Mac edges,
like I don't even know what. I wish I could describe the curve. I feel like I should just be able to be like, it's like a 3 millimeter curve.
This many degrees in Photoshop, when you do it.
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, obviously, it's a corner. It's a 90 degrees. but it's
those
curved.
corners have pixels, and I don't know how many pixels it is. Either way, I fucking hate it.
I'm not gonna count pixels at you.
Like how we start stream and it's just ranting about Windows. That's great.
I just don't like it.
No. Everything just feels gross. The gradients,
and also
all the
I don't
things
know if
don't
it's
feel
something
nice.
I can turn off, but every time I accidentally drag a window too close to the top of my screen,
you can absolutely turn it
full
off.
Screens it, and I don't know how to turn it off. But then it's like it threatens to accidentally make it in weird compartments.
Again, something that they took from Apple that I also absolutely despise.
Yeah, that Mac users were like, well, this is unusual. Stop it. Except these days, I mean, the fact that I just said Mac users ages me like fine cheese, doesn't it? By fine cheese, I mean that shit you bury on the beach. And then you dig it up. And it's disgusting and only Norwegians will eat it. Anyway. Yeah.
Nah. Tire's too good for this.
My tires. Yeah, no. No, tires are too delicious.
Are we ready, actually, to start the game? Are we done ranting?
Boy, am I.
Are we ready?
I almost opened up somebody else's stream notification.
Well,
that's how ready I am. Stream manager.
Are you done?
I'm what? Yeah, I'm done.
It really is all over.
Is it though?
But did I sacrifice too much?
You did. Hang on.
What you doing?
Sorting out cables and spitting out the throat lozenge that I need after yesterday.
No, there's no music. It's just silence.
You promise?
I promise.
Mr. Naruhodo, I really must congratulate you.
Oh yeah, her voice is absolutely destroyed after yesterday and that much strong heart.
Well, so I was alright when I woke up this morning, but then later on I went for like a nap. And I woke up, I tried to speak, I was like,
It was already on the way. It was
it? I couldn't tell.
Yeah. So, you know.
Never nap in the middle of the day. Yeah, I was trying to work through it, but I almost dozed off at my desk, so I was like, no, you know what, I need to lie down.
Thank you for reminding me.
You know when you just sort of find your head has met your arm on your desk and...
You see, I don't have that problem.
I just crash.
I just decide I'm too sleepy and go for a nap.
No, I try and work through it. I'm a brave little soldier, and it's never done me any good.
Mm-hmm. No, there we go.
But yeah, let's hope I never have to voice Strongheart ever again for sure. It was a truly, truly splendid performance.
Here we go. Here's the victory music.
Yay. Honestly, I couldn't be happier for you.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm sorry, but I really couldn't have done it without you at my side through it all, Mr. Zato.
When do you start coughing? What's your excuse? Oh!
I have a cold.
Your kind words mean so much to me.
It really was a very splendid show, that, Naruhodo. I'd have thought you'd be smiling from ear to ear, but you look rather glum.
We're in
Well, of course I'm delighted about the verdict, but in exposing the truth, I'm afraid I've caused my client a great deal of pain. I'm really not sure that's what a lawyer ought to be doing. Actually, the job is just to get them out, boys.
I mean, yeah. Oh, well, in that case, I'm quite sure that when you see Lord Van Six's smiling face, everything will seem much better.
I think
I would be quite afraid.
Same. Susato? Everything seems worse. He has a face like thunder.
He's smiling by like this. Oh dear. I really shouldn't have presumed. Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes?
Almost a year it's been now since I first encountered you here in this very courthouse. For you to have risen to the level of excellence you demonstrated today, oh well, it's quite remarkable.
But I exposed the most unpalatable truth you could ever imagine in court today. I feel as though I've robbed you of something you held so dear.
What was it he said? To fight those who dwell in the darkness requires at least some of us to occupy the darkness ourselves. But that was just the feeble excuse of a coward. Only those with a steadfast eye for the truth have what it takes to fight the dark forces of crime. You made fine work of establishing that fact in court today.
Oh. Well, thank you.
What magnanimous words. I'm quite sure that Kazuma-sama would have a smile on his face at this very moment if he were here.
Kazuma. We have seen him smile. But,
not recently.
Miss Susato, there's another face like thunder here.
Oh my, and he really was here. Not Van Six. Allow me to congratulate you on your acquittal. Congratulate me or curse me. You failed to bring down the Reaper. I owe you an apology. No, it is I who should apologize. Your father, Genshin, if I had been stronger, then perhaps I made an unforgivable error of judgment. I can offer no excuse. And I can offer no forgiveness. That said, I suppose you fought for justice and the truth. For that, at least, I can't withhold respect. Your words mean more to me than you could know. I will hold them dear. Kazuma-sama. I must say, there's one thing that's still bothering me.
What's that?
The will that Lord Clint Van Six wrote before his duel with my father. No, you apologize to heal. No, right.
Sergei is a fine detective and a hunter worthy of respect. He has agreed to honor my final 2 wishes. The first is that this document survives. The second, I cannot commit to paper. Yeah, this is gonna be related to Iris, I wonder.
I think so.
This is where Sholmes comes in!
Sholmes was his wife!
Oh my god!
Amazing!
You know what? I would fucking buy it.
Yeah?
Sholmes is actually like Lady of the Baskervilles. Yeah, check that out.
I would love that, actually, at this point.
Yeah, no. I've confessed my sins to my wife. May she find resolution in my death. With my eternal gratitude to my Japanese friend, I rest my quill. Clint Van Six.
What can the second of his final wishes have been? That your father agreed to honor, you mean?
That's gotta be Sherms, I swear.
I think perhaps...
No!
I was going to say...
I think perhaps or
Sherms or Mikitoba. That was one of my two. Yeah.
I might be able to shed some light on that. What?
Father?
It was 10 years ago, as you know. The day before the execution was scheduled. I went to the prison to say my farewells to Genshin. Yes. Farewell, farewell. Yes, counting. Why aren't you putting up more of a fight, Genshin? If you'd only agree to it, Sashiro and I would gladly petition the government.
We've been through this already. You don't need to worry about me. Anyway, Jijin, I have a favor to ask of you. Something of great importance.
You're one of my greatest friends, Genshin. Whatever it is, consider it done.
I'm going to tell you an address. I need you to go there at once, in secret, and telling no one. You should find a lady of the gentry in hiding there.
A lady of the gentry?
She's not in a good way, and she's with child. The birth is imminent. As a medical man, I'd like you to attend to her, but please, you're her only hope.
By any chance, is the child yours, Genshin?
Fuck no. Don't be daft. It's a favor that was asked of me by a man I knew, as his dying wish.
Oh, and he just realized they never gave him a 3D model. Yeah,
we've only seen the 2D flashbacks. He doesn't. I guess they didn't bother because he was just not.
Yeah, not gonna be interacting with anything. Yeah. My goodness!
I swore to the man that I would help. That I would do whatever I could for his wife and his unborn child. But if something should happen to me, I need to ask you that same favor. You're the only person I know that I can truly rely on.
What did you say? If something should happen to you tomorrow night, you're going to be...
You never know though, do you? What life will bring.
Alright then, tell me the address. I'll head there at once with Sushiro and...
No, not with him.
Pardon?
This is a favor I'm asking of you. So, this is a favor I'm asking of you. And only you, Jujin.
Right, I see. Very well then. Like he's wearing the exact same clothes.
Yeah, well,
fashion England
just
outfit.
Never changes.
That very night I caught a train from Paddington to Dartmoor and Devon.
Maybe the reason we don't see a 3D model of him in the past is because it's from like our imagination. And we don't really know what he looked like.
Yeah, that's it.
So like, we do know what he looks like in his English clothes. Mm-hmm. So we're just like projecting a mental image.
Yeah.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found the old house. In the middle of nowhere it was. An old hunting hound lay asleep in the grounds. The poor woman was on the floor at the back of the darkened room. She was in mortal danger. I broke her waters to precipitate the labor before she weakened further, but it was a torturous birth.
This is horrid.
Yeah, I did everything humanly possible for her and her child.
Okay. This is absolutely fucking dismal. I wish it had been Sherms.
And in the end, I was lucky enough to welcome a new life into the world.
The waxwork was 3D, that's true.
But tragically, my efforts to save the mother's life were in vain. I held the healthy newborn girl in my arms and wept for longer than I care to remember. Eventually, in something of a daze, I looked around the room.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't look,
No. Yeah. There was precious little in it, but an old travel trunk caught my eye. It has clearly been well looked after over the years, made of top quality leather with fine stitching. Why the fuck was she living here though? Like,
yeah, maybe if we're going off Runo, maybe he hasn't a clue what pregnant women look like. Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah.
You know what? That checks out.
Let's just go ahead and.
Yeah. But it was when I saw the emblem on the side of it that everything dropped into place. B for Baskerville.
Yeah, he knows lots of pristine trunks. He's seen this one before too. Baskerville?
You mean the woman was the wife of Lord Clint van Zieks? That's right. The newborn was his daughter.
But that makes no sense. Why on earth wouldn't Clint have entrusted the child to my care in that case? I was completely unaware that he even had a daughter.
I suppose he didn't really have any choice.
What?
Like, dude, how did you not... What? How... It's not like at that point she wouldn't have been showing.
Well, maybe he hadn't seen her.
Yeah. Well, your brother said that he'd confessed everything to his wife. So he must have been beside her... so she must have been beside herself with worry for her child. If the true identity of the professor were ever to be made public, the girl would be forever branded as the daughter of the infamous mass murderer.
Ah. So the only solution was to distance the young girl from the Van Zieks family as much as possible. I don't believe it.
I imagine that in his final hour, Lord Clint van Zieks made the obvious choice. He would have thought to himself, this Japanese man here is someone I can trust. I honored my promise to Genshin, of course. However, only a month later I was summoned back to Japan, and without disclosing the parentage of the child, I couldn't obtain permission to take her with me.
Oh, how awful.
I was completely at a loss. In the end, I had to ask my great friend. I asked him if he would be a father to her. That being Mr. Sholmes, I presume? Yes. He took one look into my eyes and agreed to it on the spot. Mr. Sholmes, he has a heart of gold. Really, all it can be said that I did for the child was to give her a name. Oh? When I'd come to Britain, I was trying to escape from the grief of losing my darling wife. So it was her name that I gave the little girl. Your wife's name? Professor Mikotoba? In other words...
The name of my mother. Ayame Mikotoba.
Oh! That's right. Ayame. Or in English, Iris.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Iris?
Are we surprised? I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I'm very surprised right now.
I had no idea.
The thing is, I think you can 100% trust Sholmes with a newborn.
I think so, honestly.
It's a very... clearly, he's done a good job at raising her.
Well, yeah.
I mean, on one hand...
I mean, she's a psychopath, but she's a genius, and she seems happy. And quite well-rounded in all aspects. I mean, Sholmes probably invented a device to make him actually be a parent also too, actually. The thing is, I feel like with the character development they've given him, he is actually quite responsible.
Yeah.
If he needs to be.
Yeah.
He just frequently chooses not to be. And I think Iris is now currently old enough to be admittedly a little bit parentified.
Yeah.
Technically, that is classified as abuse.
Yeah.
Parentification.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, she seems to be having a good time.
Yeah.
So.
Ding dong.
Ouch! Mr. Naruhodo, what's wrong?
This little thing just pinched me on the behind from my trouser pocket. Hard!
Sorry. I did not have, like, the Sholmes-powered sexual harassment device on today's bingo list. Actually. Ah, my dear fellows, can you hear me?
Mr. Sholmes, is that you?
No, it's a cheese wheel.
Ouch! Yeah, we can hear you!
You see what excessive tugging can do? Let that be a lesson to you. Mr. Sholmes, we weren't able to thank you properly before, but you were simply marvellous. Your checkmate move was a stroke of genius.
Did he bullshit it though? Part of me's like,
I wonder. Indeed it was, wasn't it? I surpassed myself, I feel.
A good thing it was in his back pocket.
Yeah. Didn't Iris make that she did? But,
she did.
But I feel like Sholmes used it vindictively. It had become apparent to me that to stop the Lord Chief injustice would require such measures. Uno! Susie!
Oh, Iris!
Oh, I'm so pleased. What a wonderful outcome. Her Majesty Queen Vicky said she thought my special blend was delicious.
Oh, I'm sure she did. After all, no one brews a more delicious tea than you do, Iris.
Let's have a party to celebrate. And Mr. Reaper, you simply must come too.
She gave the Queen weed, she sure did. What? I'm afraid I couldn't.
The Reaper of the Bailey, flustered by a 10-year-old girl. Again.
No, really? Oh, pooh!
But I give you my word that I shall present myself at your residence in the near future to express my gratitude.
Oh, how lovely. You've promised now. I won't let you forget. Bye for now, then.
Alright, Iris even.
You
God, why do I always do this? Thank you for all your help earlier.
Oh, that was nothing. Just come back home soon.
Oh no. Ow! One final pinch goodbye, was it?
Sholmes plots a surprise party for Fanseeks. I wouldn't put it past him.
He's smiling now.
Oh, I'm choking on my tea. Well, I think I ought to be leaving. Lord Fanseeks, would you care to accompany me? Certainly. Mr. Naruhodo, allow me once again to express my deep gratitude to you. I believe you saved my life. Don't need me, Daddy.
Bye-bye.
What?
Wait, Lord Fanseeks?
Yes?
What are you intending to do now? Sleep.
Well, clearly I shall have to resign from the prosecutor's office.
Oh no!
I intend to publicise the full truth about the Professor case. Once that's done, the Fanseeks family will be ostracised completely from London society. Surely not. So as soon as I am free from my employment, I shall leave the capital. I was going to say I would expect him to become Chief Justice on order of the Queen.
Oh, I see.
But I guess not.
That's gonna be Kazuma, surely. Like,
don't be a fool.
yes.
Don't be a fool.
Are those the actions of a man once feared as a mighty Reaper of the Bailey?
I beg your pardon. For the past 10 years, you've endured that pseudonym and been cast as one of the dark forces yourself.
Now that you've finally been freed from that disrepute, your battle is just beginning. Surely. Well, I certainly never expected to hear those words from your lips. I waited a very long time to come to London. Now I'm properly here, I intend to learn all that I can. Anyway, goodbye for now, Rinosuke Naruhodo.
He can do what he wants, Kazuma, though. Yeah, you're not his boss.
Kazuma Asogi. It seems as though he's really matured suddenly.
He's not the only one who's matured, Mr. Naruhodo.
Hmm?
Well, I think we should make our way back to Baker Street. We must help Iris with tonight's dinner.
I can imagine Fentix as a judge. He'd be like, facts? I don't give a toss about the facts, my learned friend.
So
I don't like your face.
So just like the other judges we've had.
Pretty much, yeah. Mm-hmm. But sassier.
Yeah, but sassier. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm just quickly feeding my Tamagotchi. Sorry for the...
Tamagotchi time. Ba-ba-ba.
But yeah, no, I'm hoping it's all gonna be a good ending, but... I don't know how much closure we get on everything, sorry.
Oh.
I'm just worried, you know, like, you know how it goes.
I do know how it goes. I hadn't even thought about it until... Forgive the discourtesy of drinking from my hallowed chalice while you're on trial, but guilty! Right? Flings glass into the guilt scales. That would sure as hell be a new way of doing it. I don't dislike it.
I'm so here for it.
I don't care what the jury says. You're obviously a criminal. Now die!
Okay. We must! Oh, don't tell me the game's just gonna end with this. Oh, I'm just gonna go. It was then. Sort of. You know what? I'm not gonna sit through.
Tamagotchi. What?
I'm sorry for the many Tamagotchi noises. Apparently I didn't have any food.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's a very serious offense. It was then that I came to an important decision about my future.
I'm gonna have weird law defending babies.
Oh!
I see that the feast is still here.
The feast is back with the exact same food. Is he going to get the partridge, you think?
Do you think it's all made of wax?
Oh no,
I think he just pilfered it from the wax museum.
Oh,
and they were actually talking about a completely different table that we can't see. This is just decoration.
Yeah, I think so, yes. I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Wax in front of the fire, yeah. Special magic wax.
Yeah.
French wax. I don't know.
It's probably special Sherm's formula.
It's probably made with asbestos.
I'm home. Oh!
That time you got here, we've been waiting ages, Odo.
What are you doing with that colourful piece of history?
It's a party, isn't it? It's gotta go off with a bang. I mean, fireworks, ideally. But when you ain't got fire, smoke's the next best thing, ain't it?
There's a girl on Fresno Street who could help you with that, I think.
I mean, her boss did die in Fresno Street. Maybe don't bring that one up.
Yeah.
Rinosuke.
Right. I'll remember that.
You don't have to reload that thing every time I speak.
You really must hear this, probably. It's quite the most extraordinary thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I assure you, it will defy your expectations. Take down every detail now, Mikotoba.
The world-famous great detective, regaling his partner with the tale of his adventure. A sight to behold.
Would you care to hazard a guess? Where do you suppose the fiendish runaway had concealed himself? Would you believe? Inside the trunk I found abandoned in his cabin.
You're right, he didn't die there. He was defrosted there. I had momentarily forgotten the entire case we just did. That thing I said yesterday about watching people fall into the depths of dementia live on stream.
I would believe it, yes.
I say, Mikitova, I detect not a hint of surprise.
I wonder why that is. Maybe because I was there at the scene as well? Sherms?
What? You were? Then why the deuce didn't you say so before?
Not quite the sight I was expecting to behold, but still.
No,
okay.
Cocaine is one hell of a drug, isn't it? I mean, caffeine is
I was
one
going to
hell
say,
of a drug.
I was going to say, get him off the caffeine.
Uh-huh.
He's been stressed, clearly.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, back to the caffeine.
Does that mean he was high as a kite when he was talking with Queen Vicky?
I think, yeah. I think, yes.
Off his tits.
It's hard not to feel privileged to see it. Hello, Mr. Sherms. Professor Mikitova. I'm finally back from the Bailey.
And not a moment too soon. A feast prepared by Iris and Miss Susato awaits.
I must say, I haven't seen Susato looking so happy in a very long time.
Oh, Reno, there you are. Dinner is on the table, everyone. Please, do come and take a seat.
That is not a table.
It's not.
That is the...
That's probably her mother's trunk, yeah.
I was just going to say, it's the
reasonably
mummy's
sure
trunk.
that's Mummy's trunk. Also because the Baskerville logo, if it is still there, would be on the side facing away from us.
Yeah.
Time to fill me boots.
Yeah. I was pretty sure that that was the one they've been using, but still.
Goodness, is that really true, Gina? Yeah, I'm losing me copper's clobber and going back to what I know best. It's a diver's life for me. You're really leaving the police force, but why, Ginny?
Well, the boss ain't around no more, so...
Oh.
Anyway, no matter how hard I try, that Reaper ain't never gonna accept a diver turned dick, is he?
Well, people can change, you know.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, that reminds me.
I rather thoughtfully offered to relieve the bailiff of this now defunct piece of evidence.
Eh?
It's the inspector's pocket watch. And the crown has been reattached. That watch was his pride and joy, a symbol of his great achievements at Scotland Yard. For 10 years, without fail, it measured every second of the man's remarkable career.
But now it's stopped.
Someone needs to keep the memory of Inspector Gregson's career alive by taking on the great responsibility of winding that watch every single day again.
Yes, someone with an equally fierce detective spirit.
Give it to Toby.
It's gotta be me! There ain't no one else! Quite right. I mean, after all, the boss was... Well, he was my boss! Yes, Ginny, yes he was!
Oh, yeah. And I made you a promise and all, didn't I, Iris? That I'd become a proper detective one day and track down your old man.
Oh!
Awkward.
Alright then, it's decided. I'll do it, and I swear. I'll find your dad, and I'll bring him kicking and screaming.
Let's not. I'm not entirely sure that would be appropriate.
Yes, I think, Gina, it might be best to...
I think I'd like you to forget that promise, Ginny.
Oh, she was listening.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, she... come on, it's just you... There wasn't, like, playing from Zeke's, like...
Yeah.
Teehee!
Yeah.
Eh?
Iris?
I mean, she already proved that she was listening when we thought she'd left the other day.
Exactly.
Well, obviously I've always wondered about who my real daddy is. Of course I have. I wanted to know where I'd come from. I thought it might tell me something about myself. But I've caused such a lot of trouble trying to find out for so many people. Hurley, Bruno, Professor Mickey.
Oh no, not at all, my dear. Really, you owe me no apology to... you owe no apology to anyone.
Well, anyway, I've decided to give up on it because I finally realised my daddy is the greatest in the world. I don't think it matters what his name is or where he's from. Don't you agree, Hurley?
Yeah, she did steal the autopsy report, but only because she recognised who she thought was her father's handwriting.
Yeah.
With every word, Iris.
Thank you, Hurley. Thank you, Daddy.
I think, Mikotoba.
Yes, Shrooms?
I think that I ought to express my gratitude to you.
Oh?
For 6 years, you and I solved many a mystery together, and during that time, I remember countless expressions of gratitude for our good services. But a moment ago, I heard the most pleasing expression of gratitude of them all. And I should never have experienced it, were it not for you.
You old softy, Shrooms. But I must confess, it's a weight off my mind to hear you say it. Yeah, so weird Uncle Van Zieks would be funny.
Would be
yeah,
very
absolutely.
funny, yeah.
I mean, he is definitely going to be awkward Uncle Van Zieks.
Iris saw that trial, she probably pieced it together along with the trunk and
like,
luggage.
she is so fucking smart. There's no way she wouldn't be like...
Exactly.
She's just like, okay. Well,
She's
anyway,
like, you know
moving
what?
on.
My dad, it doesn't matter who he really was. It's Sholmes now. Daddy's the best. Bye-bye.
I do, however, find it strange that, like somehow nobody knew that the lady of the Baskervilles was pregnant.
Yeah.
With a child.
Yeah, really strange.
Died randomly somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
the
just
child nowhere to be found.
Quite.
Like, with noble circles, certainly that would be a bit like orcs.
Well, it's possible that after his death, they just assumed that she'd gone off for her own health.
Yeah. And
but
then just
the fact that Van Zieks didn't know.
Yeah. I find it really weird because it's not like he wasn't close to his brother.
No, quite. But yeah, the oh she's in mourning thing works.
Yeah.
But I suppose it's possible that he only just knew. I mean, I know obviously a lot of women wouldn't. I mean, you already aren't supposed to announce that you're pregnant before 3 months.
Yeah.
Bad luck and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's possible that back in the old days, it was a little longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite that long, though. I mean, it is possible that he was close to his brother, but his brother, you know, maybe their estate was further away or something.
Yeah, it's extremely possible.
I don't know. Or they posthumously tied her disappearance to Genshin.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah, I don't know.
That is a pretty long process.
Well, did you like, according to Inosuke's memory, that woman was barely pregante.
Yeah, she was not.
She was not pregante.
Yeah. I mean, some women do barely show.
I know.
But still. Yeah, does he not talk to him in half a year?
Well, it's possible. I also don't know how close the murders were. Like, how.
Yeah, it's possible actually
together.
that Clint stopped talking to Barak for a while because the guilt started getting too much. And he only just knew maybe that his wife was, I don't know. And then it took him maybe a couple months to find her?
Yeah.
Or did he give her give an address?
They did give them kind of an address.
I don't know. Do they not live in the same mansion?
They usually have multiple mansions.
I think not.
No.
Also, nobles are weird. Yeah, I think that's a suspend your disbelief
Yeah.
situation. Nobles usually stay in the same house for generations. Maybe he moved in with her.
It's very possible. Like, and it's not uncommon that they have multiple houses, like, depending on what they are doing. They might have to, like, you know, the wife might have been staying in the Blah estate while he was, like, doing business in London.
Yeah, it's true.
That wouldn't be unusual.
Yeah. You know, the wife just prefers this country estate.
Yeah.
Von Seeks also prefers to stay, like Dio said, I think, was in...
Yeah, he was still
in uni / training,
Yeah, he was.
So it's possible that she just was in a different location and they just never really talked about it because he was... Also, because let's face it, men back then did not talk about it.
No, exactly. That was just...
They weren't even present 90% of the time.
No.
99.8% of the time. It was just like, oh, she didn't wake up? Bummer.
Get a new one.
Yeah.
Maybe this one will work.
Yep.
But the dog died. We know about that.
Yeah, which is
sorry.
Interesting though, because the hunting hound was mentioned.
Yep.
The fact that the hunting hound was outside.
Yeah, exactly.
So who killed the dog?
Yeah, I know. Maybe he did actually just wither away.
Maybe the dog was just really sad because both of his owners died.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe it was his wife's dog. Yeah, men didn't talk about it, and they'll have had multiple residences. Clint Owen probably went home once a week for the weekend. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, she probably like preferred, you know, whatever estate. What confuses me is the fact that she was clearly like living in poverty at that point.
Yeah. Like,
and I know that they talked about like, you know, her guilt over the murders and everything, and the fact that she was potentially on the run.
Yeah.
Fort Boak was a bachelorette. Yes, he was. A hot little piece of ass. What? Remember how Hairbrain was like, he's so different now. Oh my god, you're right. Yeah. Really different. Not that different then, huh? Didn't that whole thing happen right after Genshin's arrest? The conversation happened the day before he was due to be killed.
Yeah.
Potentially we could say that the trial could have lasted longer than these ones have.
Yeah. It's very possible there were some weeks in between, because they also had to arrange the whole escape plot.
Yeah.
So it's possible also that he was there for a while. Vigil made it sound like
he was looking after him for a bit, but also not that long.
A week maybe.
Yeah. I guess it would have been more than the week that she was in hiding. Yeah.
Yeah. And she just didn't do very well.
And they also, I think, arrested him a couple days after they got attacked.
Yeah.
Which was after the murder. So the murder, I mean, it could have been at least a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Between all that. I don't know. No way she didn't have any money. It's possible that she just ran.
I suspect so.
And left everything behind out of guilt.
Yeah.
Which is stupid, because if you've got a kid, the last thing you want is to just leave all your money behind. Like, well done. Anyway.
Suspend her disbelief.
Zeke's potentially also having to deal with the fact that his brother's death would have made him a lord too, and all the things that come with that. That's a good point as well.
Of course, yeah.
It's quite stressful.
Just a little bit.
Now he is responsible for a lot of stuff.
And has proceeded to not get any offspring. Well done, sir.
Yeah, well.
Get one job.
Yeah, well. At least he's on his way to destroy the family's bloodline as well.
Yeah. He's like, I'm done with this shit. Fuck it all. Burn the... Burn the whole thing to the ground. I don't care. Yeah, absolutely. Regarding the age of his family and how everyone viewed him, definitely implied he was a...
Hereditary peer,
Yeah.
Agreed. Classic House of Lords.
Well then, I think this calls for a lengthy violin recital, wouldn't you say?
Oh no.
Well, the food would go cold, that's the only problem. Maybe next week, Hurley? Are you sure a week is long enough, Iris?
Even amidst the most troubling of cases, even reeling from the most shocking of revelations, returning in the evening to this suite of rooms, there's always warmth and happiness to be had. The home of the world's greatest detective, and my home too, with my greatest family.
Your home sweet home or your sweet home sweet?
Shome sweet shows.
Home sweet shows.
VoD's legal consultancy.
I like how every single time we see it, I feel like it looks just a little bit more put together.
Yeah. I still didn't paint the second eye.
No.
This attic room has been my home and office for almost a year now.
But do you think he will now, though?
Yeah, I think he should. I've certainly had some unforgettable experiences whilst I've lived here. But I think now the time has come. Time to bid this place farewell.
Yeah, you've got to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Naruto! Oh, Professor! Are you alone? I didn't hear any sound from Susato's room. Yes, Susato-san went out after dinner. She took a carriage. Something about an important matter she needed to take care of. Ah, I see. Ominous. I wanted to thank you for what you did earlier. Oh? With Iris, I mean. With the subject of when the subject of her father came up. Lord Clint van Zieks. I made up my mind many years ago never to tell her who her real father was. It's what was agreed with Genshin after all. Lord Clint van Zieks' final wishes before he died, you mean? Yes, I've had to take some rather drastic steps at a time, Jesus, to protect that secret, you know. Apparently it was very difficult. Calling Susato back to Japan 6 months ago, for example. Why? Wait, is that why? Is that what's...
That's why?
Yeah, that's why, sorry. When I read Sasaki-san's report about his final days in London, my heart nearly stopped. You'd stumbled across the cruise. Is it a
Crux?
Crux, thank you. Of that terrible case, the dog's collar. Yeah, I remember that one.
We do.
The description of the Baskervilles insignia left me in a no doubt. Baskerville. Baskerville.
Baskerville!
If
in a suitcase balls dropped.
If you'd decided to investigate that insignia sooner or later, you'd have made a connection to the Van Zieks. And to make matters worse, Susato knew of the unpublished story as well. The story that Iris had written based on my notes from the time. Ah yes, the Hound of the Baskervilles. Exactly. It was a work of fiction, but based on the grim reality of a huge beast of a dog being used as a murder weapon. A dog with the Baskerville family emblem around its neck. Armed with those two clues, I feared that you and Susato might arrive at the truth. So I invented that story about having collapsed to justify her leaving London and returning to Japan at once. I would have died of stress, you piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. All in aid of halting any investigation you and she might have been contemplating. I see. I mean, yeah, it is a pretty dumb thing. Yeah.
Or your wife's insignia, at least.
Yeah. And like, just give the dog a different colour for
Yeah.
a bit. It's okay. It won't care.
Use it to frame somebody else.
Yeah.
Use it to frame Strongheart. In case the collar ever falls off.
God. Yeah. Something I've never understood is why Susato-san came across that manuscript in Japan, though. You know, Iris' The Hound of the Baskerville story, I mean. Sholmes sent it to me. That was before Susato left Japan. He was very troubled about what should be done about it, you see. I'd read it and carelessly left it on my desk. Which is where Susato came across it, of course. Kinda like how they put that out there, though, to make him sound super sus.
Yeah.
It was only the case Sholmes and I ever pursued. It was the only case Sholmes and I ever pursued that I didn't record in meticulous detail. I was stunned when I discovered that young Iris had pieced together so much of it from my poultry nose. Poultry, isn't it?
Poultry.
Poultry. It is poultry.
Yeah.
It sounds so much like poultry.
It does.
Why does it sound the same?
Because English.
Fucking, I hate this language.
But poultry rather than poultry.
Yeah, poultry and poultry. Yeah, fine.
I mean, poisson, poison. French does it too.
I hate French too.
Yeah, well, there you go. Lots of languages do it. You won't lie, I'm so relieved we didn't have sus dad. No, honestly, same.
Yeah, same. Sholmes and I discussed the matter and decided that we couldn't allow the story's publication. At that point, I returned the manuscript by post to Sholmes for safekeeping. It's just as well that you didn't lose the one copy in the mail. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Right. Like, I would have expected him to, like, I don't know, pen a copy, whatever. Like,
you'd think.
He has, like, I'm sure he has, like, fancy photocopying technology already or something. I don't know.
Sholmes probably does. But yeah.
So you did all that to stop Iris from finding out the truth about her father.
It's possible that Iris does use carbon paper in her typewriter, though.
Anyway, that's right, because Sholmes had told me how astute she'd become. However, having witnessed events in court today, I must say my opinion has somewhat shifted. Oh? I think at some point in the future, the time will come for Iris to know the truth. And when it does, well, I believe it will be for the best. I think so too. Actually, Professor, I want to talk to you about something too. Judging from that expression, I'd say you've come to a decision, have you? Yes, I have.
Says Dio says they have to go back to Japan so they can have a kid, and they can have a kid, and they can have a kid, and then Phoenix Wright, art student, gets accused of murder.
Yep. I will be returning with you to Japan. Are you quite sure? I'm really only here as a substitute for Kazuma. But he's here in Britain now, as originally intended. Locum student Naruhodo doesn't really have a right to stay, I think. I see. Looking back now, when I first arrived here in February, my becoming a lawyer just seemed to be the way things turned out. With Kazuma, Susato-san, and Mr. Sholmes all gently pushing me in that direction. I spent the best part of a year immersed in this world. Wow, that's meta for us. But always aware of a seed of doubt inside me. Until today. Standing in that courtroom earlier, all doubts vanished from my mind. I was totally focused. I was sure of my belief in my client, and I was sure I could see the trial through. And at the end of it, I finally realized no one else chose this path for me. I chose it myself. Sorry, Susato also needs to go back to Japan, so the sentence goes, Phoenix, believe in yourself.
Unfortunate.
Well, bubbly and tittly.
Yes.
In the courtroom.
Indeed.
The path of a decent lawyer, eh? Yes, that's what I am now. That's what I'll be going back with you to Japan as.
It's just like that we know that kind of canonically, sort of. It seems, I mean, we know that like Susato and Naruhodo don't really get together.
No.
Because she very clearly is, and not that my fanfiction writing brain is like, well, that doesn't work, does it? Because.
Yeah. But yeah, what was it? I think it is implied that the Von Karmas are linked to Van Zieks.
Was it Van Zieks or was it Asogi?
Or is it Asogi?
I think
no,
it
it's
was
of sickness, like, yeah. Or is it Asogi? Yeah, no, it's true, like, name-wise.
I thought there was something to do with the sword as well.
Oh my god, you're right.
The Von Karmas were actually,
it was
like...
Von Karma that is related to Kazuma.
Yeah, so he potentially is going to stay in Europe.
Oh god. He is, isn't he?
And marry into...
He's creating all sorts of trouble. What a horrible little man.
Yeah. Like, yeah, damn right he's going to stay here and learn everything he can and pass it all down to his descendants. Now, I also was going to say, these characters, I very specifically am going to miss these guys.
Yeah.
I'm already in mourning.
All I can say is, like, the other games... I did this thing. Apollo Justice does not appeal to me at all. Yeah. I've seen the characters, nothing appeals to me. But the Phoenix Wright series has Gumshoe, and I love Gumshoe so fucking much. Also, Edgeworth is a fucking nerd who likes. Yeah. He likes like the what is it? The Badger mascot show.
God, yeah.
So like.
They are fun, but like these guys particularly resonated with me in a way that those games didn't. Yeah. But then that said, I haven't played those games for like 2 decades.
Steel Samurai! Sorry!
Steel Samurai.
Yes!
Yeah. You don't like a lot of the main designs? Yeah, I kind of have that problem.
I have to say, these character designs, they fit in my little fantasy loving.
Like Van Zieks just fits right in my stupid Blorbo slot.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, for example, Rinosuke doesn't, but I love him dearly. Yeah. I'm like, oh, look at our little chat. He's all grown up now. But yeah. No, Edgeworth's suit just offends me on a deep level. I hate his suits so fucking much.
It's definitely a product of a time. It's very 90s sitcom power woman suit.
Yes,
isn't it? Like, you'd always have that one woman who you were supposed to hate because she was allegedly a bitch and she was just going about her own business, being like a woman in business. Yeah. But she'd always have that slightly purplish / maroon trouser suit. And that to me is what Edgeworth kind of... Yeah. He has that vibe.
Yeah.
I always thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, I miss Sholmes already.
Yeah, Sholmes is really grown up.
Specifically, I loathe him, but
chaos,
also I love him.
Chaos that man brings to the series is something else. I mean, that's the thing though. Yeah, the designs didn't have to pretend to be normal court, despite the fact that Ace Attorney very quickly stopped being normal court. Yeah.
I mean, like the second it introduced, hey, there's a ghost.
Yeah, actually, I was when
this I was just straight up calling a ghost.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, well, it's kind of fantasy lawyer stuff. This seems fine. I was not prepared for the ghost the first time I picked up the game. I was like, what? You what?
Yeah.
He's just hallucinating. He's stress hallucinating, this man.
I wasn't prepared for that to be canon, but yeah. No, I'm also pretty tired of suits. I agree. Modern day clothes. I will always choose the like quote unquote Ren Fair type clothing over modern day clothing any day. The fact that Mikatu's suit colour doesn't match his hat is annoying you.
It's pretty egregious, not gonna lie.
It is. But at the same time, I think if it matched, it would be worse.
Yeah.
What bothers me more is that his hat band doesn't match his cravat.
Yeah, all of it is this, what is this? Like that fucking pink...
handkerchief.
Yeah, it's just the icing on the horrible cake.
Yeah. Like at the very least, yeah.
It's just bad.
As the series went on, the modern day outfits got cool, but the first couple games,
yeah, it's
Gumshoe wears a mean trench coat though. So.
He does, and Phoenix's casual outfit is amazing. Do you not remember his stupid jumper with the?
Do I need to look it up?
Let me see if I can find it for you. And I can wave it at you. Yeah, I will always prefer the old outfits too. Like, full stop. Like, I prefer this kind of setting.
Yeah, same.
Hello?
Screen don't. You might wanna...
Oh no! Mikatoba, no.
Mikatoba, yes! Yeah. No, I will always prefer the old-timey outfits. And I'll admit, I will always have a soft spot for steampunk.
Yeah.
I liked steampunk before it got... I was going to say before it got cool, but was it ever really cool? I liked steampunk before it got cringe.
Come on. Okay, if you just...
Oh, that's cute. Yeah. No, that's neat. That's fun.
They're terrible. Like,
yeah.
Oh, we also have the stupid... Didn't he also have a beanie? Yes, he also has a beanie. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, I gotta press the button.
Let's do the thing.
And that will be the path I'll be following for the rest of my life. Well, it sounds like you've made quite a resolution there. I have. Very well then. I must say, it's extremely welcome news. I shall make arrangements for your return first thing tomorrow, but I don't imagine we'll depart for a few days. Like, dude, you could just at least take, like, I don't know, like a month or so before you go back, so you can just like, finish things up. They'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna go back on, like, the next boat for, like...
Yeah, it's not like they're short of money, I would assume.
No.
Maybe their visas were, like, maybe Mikatoba's visa was,
yeah, maybe
dependent on the symposium.
Yeah.
And the person he travelled with was just convicted of murder.
It usually means that things slow down a bit before you can go back rather than the other way around.
True, yes. Maybe they just want to hustle him out the country, though, just so that things don't get complicated.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Because, you know, the whole Strongheart situation probably means that they're just like, no, you know what, we're just not going to deal with their shit. Just
that is a good point.
Never come back.
Yeah. Yeah. Not with the symposium having been cancelled now. Such a shame. Never mind, I'm sure there'll be another opportunity in the future. Well then, I bid you good night. What is Susato planning? Oh, there she is. Jesus, that was terrifying.
Oh, she's a ghost now.
Oh my god. She's already
Carriage
practicing.
accident! Woo!
Susato-san.
I just wanted to let you know I'm back. Sorry. I just wanted to let you know I'm back.
Did you, hear what your father and I were discussing?
I'm sorry. I did, yes. I couldn't help but overhear you talking about Fansik's pink daddy buns.
How much did you hear?
All of it, I'm afraid, Inosuke. Including the... Well, I'm not going to say it. Well, from the part about Iris's real father, I think.
Did we also discuss any family resemblance here? In other words, from the beginning.
So you've made up your mind. You'll return to Japan and continue working as a defense lawyer.
Ah, yes. I'm sorry. I really should have consulted you about it. I did want to earlier this evening, actually, but you'd already gone out.
Oh, no, that's quite all right. I already knew that it's what you'd decide, Naruhodo-san.
You did? Susato-san?
Ah, yes?
I suppose this means it has to be farewell soon.
I suppose. Good job. You talk all your thoughts out loud. Yeah. That is a help.
You'll be a great help to Kazuma going forward. I mean, I know he's a brilliant lawyer, but he's new to the British courtroom. He'll certainly benefit greatly having a brilliant judicial assistant at his side with the infinite book of knowledge.
The infinite book of knowledge. I will admit, I'll very much miss your internal monologue on Van Seeks's buttocks in court. I'll do my very best.
I wish I could say it, but I just can't. I can't ask her to come with me. After all, she was always supposed to be coming to Britain as Kazuma's assistant. Also, she might want to spend time with Iris, you know?
Yeah, her sort of...
Yeah. Adopted sister.
Well, almost adopted sister. Like, they almost were sisters. If he'd been able to, you know, get the paperwork sorted. That would have been cool. It's growing late. We should both try to get some sleep. I'm sure you must be exhausted after today.
Oh, yes. You're right.
Before I retire, let me just say one more time. You really were quite splendid in court today. So, if you ask me, anyone who thinks of you as a substitute or a locum should be ashamed of themselves.
Suzato-san. Thank you.
Oh my god, I know the whole screen faded out. It's just going to fade in front of our eyes.
Oh, we're back!
Do you think we hijacked a train this time?
Oh god! That's... memories. I can't believe this day's finally come.
You're really leaving then, Bruno?
I'm afraid so, Iris. Thank you so much for everything. I don't know what I'll do without your wonderful cooking and delicious tea.
Well, he did say it was only going to be a couple days, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you weren't going.
Good luck getting back.
But you have to come back and visit. Say you will.
Of course. I promise.
I know, the fact that we haven't kissed Cantiques goodbye is upsetting to me. Maybe he'll come and see us off.
Maybe he'll visit us in Japan.
Tsundere way. Oh, maybe.
Well, we'll come and find us. It'll be the third game.
Yeah.
Van Zeke's visit to Japan.
Oh.
I'd play it.
Yeah. Same. I mean, we definitely would. On stream.
Well, it was a very brief reunion, but it was a pleasure to pursue a case with you again after so long. For a while at least, it felt like the old times.
Yes, I suppose on reflection, there's something to be said for it. Having a little fun once in a while.
On 6 visits Japan, first case, accidentally prosecuting Saseki-san. Yeah. Checks out. I'll just go and say goodbye to the professor as well, I think. But not that professor, because that's my daddy, except I don't know that.
Alright, Iris, you do that.
Why is he giving us the side eye? That was really stressful.
Oh.
Susato-san.
Oh, it's first.
I've just checked, Naruhodo-san. Your luggage is already on board. Such a beautiful morning. Perfect for embarking on a journey, isn't it?
Before I set off, I'd just like to say how thankful I am for everything you've done for me. And give my warmest regards to Kazuma, please.
Actually, I think you ought to give him your regards in person, don't you?
Sorry?
Ryunosuke.
Kazuma! What are you doing here?
Do you really think I'd miss my best friend's departure?
Thanks. To be honest, I'd been looking forward to our wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's capital, but,
Well, we'll have to save that for another time.
I see he got his sword
Personally,
back.
I'm looking forward to facing you in court again.
Me too.
So he did.
But we're both defense lawyers, so
I'm going to become a prosecutor. I'll stay in Lord Van Zeek's tutelage for the time being, but before long, I intend to be just as formidable as the Reaper himself.
Okay, well, that's a career change and a half.
Yeah, I also love that he just called him the Reaper.
Oh, I see.
I feel like he's trying to get away from that one now, maybe?
Yeah.
But okay.
Actually, Ryunosuke, I have a favor to ask.
Name it.
Oh,
But-
okay.
I'd like you to take care of this for me for a while.
Karma?
What did you...
Why?
Because I've seen it now. I've seen what's inside me. The demon that reared its ugly head that day.
Yeah, the broken sword. Thanks a bundle. Yeah, the one you fucked up. The family heirloom. The priceless treasure. How about that?
It was only for the briefest of moments. The last time I came face to face with that inspector. But it was unmistakable. I wanted to kill him.
You still have your other sword to say.
Yeah, right? Like, you still are armed with a different sword. You just don't want to do it with this
I've
one.
always known there are demons that live inside people. And now I know there is one in me. The fact that it very nearly consumed me is something I'll carry with me until the end of my days. While
What have
I
you realized,
devote
Theo?
my life to fighting those whose demons have got the better of them.
What's it called in Japanese?
Karma.
Karma. Right?
It's related, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, from karma. Yeah. Yeah. That was
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess they didn't want to be too obvious.
As a prosecutor,
So, that's what you've resolved to do, is it?
until I'm ready to face the demon within me, to slay it once and for all. I leave this in your care,
So I guess maybe at some point
if you'll take it.
Yeah.
he took it back.
Mm-hmm.
His family line adopted the name of the sword,
I wonder,
potentially.
yeah.
Of course I will. I'll keep it by my side. Always.
Because I believe it is heavily implied
Yeah.
that yeah.
Until we meet again then. You have your path to follow, and I have mine.
Naruhodo-san? The path you're going to follow from now on. I wonder if I might follow it at your side, and unless I'd be a burden.
What? I mean, I would very much like you to come with me. But aren't you...
You're so predictable, Ryunosuke.
I am?
Honestly, you never change at all. But that's what I like about you.
I see. Stems from the fact one or more disciples of the Asogi School of Swordsmanship took on this name to honor the Asogi family heirloom. The Von Karmas are wannabes.
Oh
That's
my god,
actually,
that's even better.
I like that more. For
That's
sure.
that's
really
great,
fun.
considering they
Yeah,
are
I was kind of-
insane.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that that's where he kind of, I mean, his family turned out, but no,
No.
they're just name stealing
You mean
weirdos.
you knew about this?
It was the evening after Lord Van Zeek's trial came to an end. She came to see me at the prosecutor's office.
Really? Oh, when I had that conversation with Professor Mikotoba.
You are drinking coffee,
So-
I mean tea, as loudly as an
So,
Animal Crossing
you go
pocket
with
captain.
Reno's
I
back
was
to
just about
Japan.
to say. I'm so sorry, I kind of choked on my drink there.
Sorry.
But yeah, pocket campaign are just so loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I know it's unfair of me to follow my own interests like this.
Coming here especially to tell me. You're a stickler for etiquette, aren't you?
I like how he's just like, yeah, you know what? I like this fucking mansion. I'm just gonna move back in here.
It's an office, not a mansion.
I mean, yes, sorry, this office, this
it's
building.
the prosecutor's office in the justice building.
Yes.
So I think, I mean, he's been there for a while.
Yeah. Clint's portrait is still on the wall.
Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen to that.
It's awkward, that one.
Maybe they're just gonna put googly eyes on him.
What are his feelings?
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I agree with the links to Edgeworth, though. Considering Edgeworth was indeed a fostered.
Chief prosecutor's office in the prosecutor's office. Yeah, I think they implied at one point that it was actually in the same building as Strongheart's office.
Yeah, this is
like
it's like connected.
In
like
the court of justice, blah blah blah, or something or other. So yeah, like.
Yeah.
And for some reason he just has a bajillion and 900 barrels of wine in here. That he
this man lives at his office. That's
alphabetically. And by age and taste.
And then resorts them like a normal person.
And then he resorts them like a normal person, and he must be so fucking beefy. Somebody give that man a record collection.
We've never discussed it, of course, and Naruhodo-san has made no such suggestion.
Once he's brought his giant portrait, all his chalices, his bats, and his wine barrels into work.
Burden to him.
Well, Strongheart had his pigeons in the background, or his doves, or whatever. Van Zieks has his bats. Maybe he just spray painted the pigeons black. And everyone's got a photo of their wife in their office, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just as much of a stickler for etiquette as you are. He'd never say anything before he was asked. But I'd feel happy knowing you were with him. Look out for him on my behalf, will you?
Of course.
I hope Susato goes on to become the first female
Susato-san.
like lawyer in Japanese court.
Okay.
That's what we deserve.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Naruhodo-san?
With you by my side, no trial would seem too daunting.
She's the judge. You know what? I love
So
that.
if you're willing, I'd be honored if you'd come with me. Together we can take on the world.
I'm terribly incompetent, but if you'll have me, I'd be delighted.
Okay.
No, you're not.
No,
we've been through
literally
this,
won
girl.
some of these cases, but okay.
You literally won a court case in Japan. Like,
Yeah.
like not even trained.
Oh, no, not at all. If anyone's terribly incompetent, it's me.
Correct.
Ah! What's wrong?
Your luggage, Susato-san. There's no time. The ship's going to set sail any minute now.
Just because you tampered with a crime scene one
It's all
time.
right.
Yeah.
There's no need to worry. As it happens, my luggage is already on board too.
It is?
Your fine judicial assistant has everything in hand as always, I see.
Oh. I wasn't sure if they voiced that too.
Your ship's about to leave!
Time to go then. Look after yourself, Ryunosuke.
Kazuma, draw your sword.
In public.
That's most unseemly.
Alas, is this gay? Oh no.
Is it gay
Swords
to
touching.
cross swords at dawn?
One day, when our paths cross, once more, we'll fight a duel of words across the courtroom. day I eagerly await. As a lawyer.
I fixed it.
Super glue.
I've been waiting to hear you say that. Partner.
No, it does look broken, but not as broken as it was.
No, a tiny bit missing, yeah.
It was brokenier than that.
It was.
Don't forget me then, Kazuma.
As if I could, Ryunosuke.
And Mr. Sholmes, thank you so much. I'm very much indebted to you.
Indeed, Mr. Naruhodo. I believe you are.
He does actually in fact say Naruhodo.
Does he? No. Oh my!
Not
Well.
quite as strong, but pretty close.
My work here is done.
I'll never forget all you've done for me during my time in London.
Quite. I should like to think you will remember your debt of gratitude.
I kind of like Sholmes. Like Pocket can hear it.
Especially when I visit you in your country.
Oh god, no.
Oh, I want that sequel so
The
badly.
truth is, although many are ignorant of the fact, the world is far smaller than most folk realize.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be delighted if you came to Japan one day.
Oh yes, would welcome you with open arms, Mr. Sholmes.
Please, we deserve Sholmes in Japan.
Like Socket was saying the other day to me, I didn't realize this was actually the last Ace Attorney game that they released.
It
that
is,
wasn't
isn't it? Yeah.
a remake. Well, this was a remake,
Yeah.
but the original one is the last one they released. But the original was 3DS,
Yeah.
so that does date it a little bit.
Yeah, or this is the thing, like, I keep forgetting because I thought this is the last one. So
Oh,
correct
it's
me if I'm
not?
wrong. No, I was gonna double check because
Oh,
I keep
okay.
forgetting when Apollo Justice was originally. But I thought
Sorry,
this was the first.
then,
That's
if,
okay.
if I accidentally
Because I keep
repeated
forgetting.
your fake news that you told me. It's a year after Spirit of Justice.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay, cool.
thought. Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
well, like, and as Socket reminded me after we had that conversation, this is a Capcom game. So, ruffle mouth.
It's like, oh, your beloved IP, we will hoard it and we won't do anything with it. We will release it 500 times.
Hope you weren't invested.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Also, good.
I can't wait.
Considering how much people love this game as well, I'm like, why didn't you make another one?
In that case, let us conclude that this is to be merely a brief parting, my dear fellows.
That was a lie, Sholmes.
And that brings us to the end of my adventures in Great Britain.
Maybe one day. That is a cute animation.
A peculiar twist of fate brought me halfway around the world those many months ago. But that was just the start of my journey. Who knows where fate will lead me next? Still,
What are you
I'm
doing,
confident this won't be my last meeting with the friends I've made in London.
Keeping her book in.
And when we're together again,
That's what she's doing.
no doubt the first words I'll hear will be,
Come, the game is afoot.
The ship, with our friends from the east, sailed steadily towards the distant horizon. But Sholmes' face was alight with joy.
It's not even watching.
The times may change, but a steadfast friendship will remain true, Wilson. We have but to gently close our eyes, and we are with our companions once more.
So I do just that. And when I do, I can hear his strong, familiar voice ring out.
Objection!
I was hoping for that.
Until we meet again, Bruno.
This is so... We're going to create a third game.
Yeah. Press the button. You missed a trick.
Wait, what?
Press the objection button.
Oh my god! I can't now. I missed...
You can. Do it anyway.
You went.
Yeah. I'm so upset with you right now.
I'm sorry, I was too into the actual poking jokes I want.
Yes. I assume this isn't voice.
Oh, no, no.
It is?
No, it's not. Oh, I can't. This is...
But I'm no purveyor of but anyway, I've decided an absence from London is in order. A sojourn in distant climes. The Empire of Japan, perhaps. I understand that. Wardrobe class incurs no charge whatsoever.
This is so fast as well. Like, so many people won't be able to read this.
Right? He was talking about his remote cinematograph and being ordered for it. Orders for it.
I gave a little note to Hurley the other day. It just says, "Thank you for everything, Daddy." But it made Hurley cry. And I gave him some lotion I'd invented as well, to dye his hair red safely. But he said that might make him cry too, so he'd rather not use it.
In those days, when I was known as the Reaper, I felt your presence at my side. Once, unable to bear the burden of that grim pseudonym, I even retired from the courtroom. Despite everything, I still wear your prosecutor's badge with pride, but the darkness that once beset me is no more, as you, too, are no more. In the words of a young foreign friend of mine, I must stride forward toward a brighter future. Didn't mean to make him sound so angry, but it's hard when it's fast.
The boss left a note for me, you know, and I can read every letter now, A to Z, the whole lot. He's cleared a load of stuff up. The boss was trying to protect me, see? And that's exactly what me and Chief Inspector Toby here are going to keep doing for Londoners.
I only wish I could have said how grateful I was before he, you know. Gina, the truth is, I'm not the upstanding fella you think I am. You might be a diver at art, but it's a good art. You've reminded me I need to be true to myself. I've got one more job to take care of before it's ta-ta to London town for the foreseeable. And then, I've got to complete your education in the art of detection a la Gregson, as they say.
Oh my god, that face.
He was really done dirty by the series, though.
He was. Oh.
Wake it
Wait.
up.
No, I think...
No, it just did that.
It just did
No.
that.
Your Excellency, this man is accused of illegal entry into the office of the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Objection! Oblique alter statement! Overruled. The minister has been detained in Britain anyway.
Who is this cattish counsel for the defence? And women are forbidden to enter the courtroom.
Oh, really? My friend Susato-san is in the British courtroom all the time and doing a wonderful job.
Perhaps I should have engaged the services of a regular legal team.
What's happened to him? What is going on? This is the third game we deserve.
Yeah, right? I realised this last case I didn't do an animation for it.
Oh god,
We didn't give it a...
Oh!
Oh, she's not dead. Huh.
Mama, is it true about Japanese people? Are they experts at filleting corpses?
Yes, they are. Fish corpses, on the whole.
I'd like to hone my own filleting skills. You don't mind, do you, Mama?
Yes, I do. I'm not a corpse yet, am I?
No. And I'm glad.
Very normal child.
For a second there I thought she was saying she was going to go off to become a sushi chef.
Yeah, me too. I was like, okay, well,
Okay.
you know, different calling.
Here I am again in Great Britain. written on the invitation of my dear old university friend. He sent me a very nice letter saying he'd like to show me around now that everything was settled. But what have I done? I was so excited I picked this splendid hotel and now I can't afford the bill. Oh, Baroque, come to my rescue again, please. I wish I could just vanish into the air sometimes. Oh, dearest mother, I look forward to carving up your corpse. Yeah, right? It's so touching. When I went to make the waxwork impression of the killer in the cemetery, I realized what had happened. But even in the witness stand of the highest court in the land, I could never speak of it. The Lord Chief Justice and I had struck a bargain, you see. For a faithful reproduction of the visage, there is nothing we two spells would not do. And that she's just known this whole time. Everyone calls me gossip. I sell jaunty little tidbits to passers-by, you know. Everyone calls me a pepino and I sell her the spaghetti. It's more redder than my head. Everyone, they call me... No, I cannot do it. This is ridiculous. Oh, dearie. How charming. You've made lots of new friends here, I see. Yes, and when we're released, we're all going to strike it rich together. This is killing me.
Where did the little shit get spaghetti from?
You don't want to know.
No, I just...
Prison spaghetti. It's not the kind of spaghetti you want to learn about. I don't know why she was blinking.
Oh, I know it.
What's voice did you say?
Oh, this is just Kazuma. No, this is no voice. Oh.
Oh, thanks. And however it might have ended, I knew that I wanted you there to see it. What did you do that for? If I'd ended up in the dock, there's no one I would have rather had defending me. But now, thanks to you, there's a new path I want to take. I'm sure we'll meet again in the courtroom, my friend, my enemy. Until then, I leave Karuma in your care. A real life of crime for me. Yeah, right. I've worked out that the only way to keep you in the life of luxury to which you're accustomed is to steal everything. Swindle. Not Kazuma. I've made some tea, Naruto-san. It's important that you rest while you can. Once we arrive in Japan, you shall be busy establishing your new office. I'm so delighted to be accompanying you. After all, your talents have been recognized by a great detective, because you really are the greatest of lawyers. A great ace attorney, some might say.
Wow. Oh, yeah, he painted the eyeball.
He painted it in, that's cute.
There you go. Oh.
Aww. And this time it doesn't have Gregson's body in a trunk in the background.
They took the cat with them.
They did. You called this would take 2 hours. Yeah, you were practically spot on.
Yeah.
I don't think they did take the cat with them. Iris had it.
Oh, are we doing a...
We're doing the thing again.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's really cute.
Oh my god, cats!
Does that mean we'll see Greggy? Very likely, yes.
I can't believe this is 3 cats hanging now.
Hopefully only once, yeah. I am mad that Fanzeeks wasn't there to say goodbye. Yeah, same. I was really hoping for that. Maybe he just didn't want to show himself.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe he was just hiding.
He's being too angsty.
Yeah.
Yes, it's got up in the Hampshire Post again. Yes.
Oh.
He probably did. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about Shamspeare for a moment.
Did you? How could you
How
ever
did I forget about
him? To be fair, I've been uploading the VoDs onto
I
YouTube,
can't
so
believe I forgot about Shamspeare.
I've had to stare at his face a lot recently. The spoiled season of suspicious soap. Do we not all miss it? Something you wish you could forget.
Here you go. Spoiled season.
I'm really very appreciative.
Oh, horrible child and the balloons.
And the balloons. Oh, don't get me started on
There's the
balloons.
Oh my god.
Balloons do not set that much on fire.
So Ziggs is hanging out with Hairbrain. He's okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
Beppo!
Oh, your favourite.
Fucking gossip.
We, in fact, have not seen Gregson.
Yeah.
Well, I
Right.
mean, we're getting to the point where we
Yeah.
don't want to see Gregson. I think.
It's and Gina. Maybe it could be Paula's. Oh, I hate those two.
Is that so, El Capo?
Oh, there's Gregson. See? He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He was fine all along. Wonderful. Is this... Are we dead? Is this heaven? Oh my god.
Oh, thank you for putting that back in there. The full fucking...
Oh my god. Is this supposed to be Ryunosuke's life flashing before his eyes, though?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Throw a bench at us?
What?
I wouldn't walk underneath that if I were you.
Oh no! Not you!
No. No.
He's doing a shitty slow clap.
No. I have so much trauma.
Oh. Yeah. Are we gonna do the sword touching again?
Yeah.
Oh, we are.
So gay, I love it. Yeah, that's right. And then you stroke it gently. You genuinely expected a strong heartline in the
Yeah.
aftermath. I was surprised. I was fully prepared to have to pull out the Discord Kitty voice. Just in case.
Just reminding us why we can't have more games.
Yes. What? No queen. She's otherwise indisposed. Now we're back here.
Yay!
That's storytelling for you, that is. Vicky probably hasn't recovered from the tea.
The end.
Man. You were hoping they both did the objection pose. You know what? I
That
hadn't
would've
even
been
occurred
so-
to me, but oh, that's cute. I like that a lot.
Sword still touching.
Yeah, still gay. That's really nice.
Yeah, that's actually really nice.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, I pulled out my diary when we were talking about earlier on, and we started this on the 9th of July. So yeah, it's been basically 6 months.
6 months of this. 6 months of just Ace Attorney. I don't know what to do with myself. It's one of those cases, like, what the fuck do I do now?
Yeah. So thanks for coming with us on this 6-month journey.
Yeah.
There are more stories.
Yeah.
But they are literally just stories that I will have to voice.
Yeah.
So there'll probably be things that we maybe will wend in occasionally if people want them.
Like
we looked at one a while ago, and it was just like Ryunosuke asking about cushions, and the courtroom. It's like, hey, can I just get behind you to get that cushion? Can I get that cushion?
Escapades here. But
Maleficent voice stories, probably. It's just why we're going to be waiting. But
yeah. In the second escapade, it transpires that another crime was committed aboard the SS Buria. The stakes are high as Sholmes and Stroganoff pursue the culprit, but there's more to the crime than meets the eye. Yeah, this is nothing like it's just
literally just kind of. They're like the.
Oh yeah, Gandalf. I'll
we
get
can
back
look
to.
at the concept.
I'll show you the hideous old Van Zieks concepts they had.
Oh my god, yeah, that was so much fun. Have we not already shown those ones?
We might have them. I was just gonna check out if there was some more. Okay, so here we have
you
Sholmes.
unlocked some more.
I'm just gonna flip through them. I'm not gonna, unless people really want to read the text. Do let me know.
Do you want that? No, some of it's pretty bad. We got the best version he could be. Look, and isn't it nice to know how Sholmes' shoes work in his trousers?
Yeah.
Because I like that.
There we go. I'm just gonna get rid of the text window. It's very important how his thing works.
Yeah,
honestly.
how his goggles work, I think.
Because they're clearly invented by Iris. It's kind of amazing if I'm honest.
Yeah. There's caffeine in that pipe.
This is very early proposal sketch.
Yeah. I quite like Iris's hair in that though. I like it better than the hat she ended up with.
That hat needed to go.
Which was a bad hat.
Yeah. But yeah.
The Sholmesness was too diluted. The design was scrapped. No, he definitely became Sholmes.
Yeah. Iris. The cute little backpack.
Yeah.
Freaking love that backpack.
Yeah,
I love
the little charms.
Yeah, the little charms. It be shown in a lot of close-up detail.
Yeah. They're a particular favourite of mine. It's like, that's so sad.
Oh, this was way cuter than what they did to her.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, why couldn't we have had this for her out and about outfit?
I know, right? Well, I guess they decided to make it cuter because she was drawn older.
Yeah.
The hat is better. Both hats are better.
Sorry, I was just looking at the little scribbles at the side for a second. Yeah, that hat would have been perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I get why they got changed around.
Yeah.
But this is a really cute outfit though, I think.
Yeah. It's quite close to the one she had though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. I do like her hair more here than she ended up with. But
I know.
meh.
Yeah, gave her more like brighter and bubbly expression.
You don't have to read all the text then.
Oh, you're with Kazuma.
Tentacle boy.
Yep, that's Kazuma.
Yep.
Classic young Japanese man.
Yep.
Good boots.
Yeah, excellent boots actually.
He was so much more fun when he had his old outfit.
Yeah. I'm gonna recreate the outfits in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh my god, I would love that.
Kazuma with glasses would actually have been great.
Yeah. Honestly. They could have flashed when he did his stuff in court. Like, he was a Neon Genesis Evangelion character.
Look at him doing that. I guess it was too nerdy.
Yeah. Not, like, angry hot enough.
Yeah. Matching hats and cloaks. I'm sorry you didn't get to do that. Here we go. Here's Van Zieks.
Also good boots, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's the insignia.
Yep.
Took inspiration from vampires, werewolves, fallen angels, and the like.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go.
This man is a vampire.
This is why he's fucking blubber coded and fits right in there for me, and I'm very cross about it.
Ribcage like details. You know what? I've never paid attention to that.
No, me neither. I don't think it works that well.
No.
I mean, yes, but also no.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, I get it, but also no. Inside you there are two wolves, yeah. One of them's were, and the other one's vampire.
The concept in this day and age. Cloak is too complex, we can't do it, because it was all still for the 3DS, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When this was done, I was like, what do you mean you couldn't put that on this?
They did.
Yeah. Huh?
But they did.
Yes.
So.
Yes, Dracula style. Okay, here we go. I mean, this is not as bad as it could be.
This isn't as bad as some of them.
But some of them, he seems to be bald.
Well, I mean...
It is.
Yeah, we could have had this. Aren't we lucky that we didn't? I would also kill for a cloak, honestly. I think I'd look great in a cloak.
Maybe not.
Yeah, that became Clint. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, we have these two.
Yeah. Sephiroth's Fun Seeks. The recolor.
I mean, it's like when your boss wants you to do multiple like takes, and you go like, fine.
Yeah.
It's like.
To attend to the prosecutor for Spirit of Justice. Oh, you got a point there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would have sent me.
Yeah, imagine. Instead of like crushing a wine glass, he just toss his tattle. My learned friend, toss. Would Sephiroth and Zeke's just be the same but with mother issues? Yes, I think so.
Oh, and this is
And
just
this
some.
is the intro, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we could go back. It's gonna look like. Oh.
Well, I mean, I imagine he probably was.
Yeah, it's
younger
young. 16.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we all definitely wanted to look into fine details on our favorite.
Yeah. This man.
Yep.
He's fine. I'm sure.
These guys you haven't
Good.
met.
I mean, I've seen them because they were arguing about cushions.
Yeah. I still don't know why he bleeds from his mouth and what horrible health condition he has, but I'm concerned. Oh yeah, she has a living swan, and there are chicks when she has a breakdown.
I see. It was alive. Only that swan was dead when she was
Yes.
dead. That's quite unfortunate. Who killed the swan?
I know, right? Oh, such a good outfit, though. I want this coat.
It still looks like a very comfy coat.
Still don't know what happened to her cat, and it haunts me. But
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna
We
say
never
because
did learn.
they got.
Oh wait,
her
yeah,
off
there was a black one, wasn't there,
the
at
ship.
the very end?
Yeah, so I think the cat will have come with
Yeah.
her because Sholmes made sure
Yeah.
that she got her.
There's everybody's favourite judge, with and without Judgy Wing.
I think he keeps it like.
Wing? Wig. I don't know why I said that.
Yep.
If you ever wanted to know what Knitting Granny's feet look like, there you go.
Cat.
Meow.
Ah. Ha! I see the very important detail.
The Garadeps and his goat. Yes. Unfortunate.
Our other beloveds.
Oh, though we do miss them, don't we? Don't we? We do. Yeah, well, I miss them. Isn't that right, my darling?
See, her outfit was different
Yeah.
because she wears riding boots in the second.
Yeah,
game.
she does. She wears
With a
breeches
coat.
and riding boots, and I don't. Yeah.
It's interesting. Sorry.
Mhm.
Ah!
This guy. Skip him.
Wanted Eggert instead.
No. Somehow worse.
Oh yeah. Was nice. It's gay.
Mhm.
Never back.
Yeah. There you go.
No Shitty Stronghouse. No, I'm
concepts,
sorry.
No. I like the fact that Funzeeks is basically the one with the most concept art.
Yeah.
A different concept art.
Yeah, they were like,
Yeah.
it's a shitty concept.
Yes.
This is all the music.
Yeah. Voice recitals, no thank
You don't wanna.
you. No, don't.
You don't wanna. Objection.
Okay, maybe I do. Yeah, perfectly awful from the start, for sure.
I'm sure your testimony.
Objection!
I forgot. He. Oh my god! Wait, Iris is an objection.
Objection!
I don't remember ever saying it.
Objection!
Yeah. It's very important.
Objection!
Pardon. I know you can't hear it, but
The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb.
But This voice line makes me extremely uncomfortable.
I am actually stuck on voice line number 6.
I was just
The Nipponese are a truly fascinating breed.
Oh!
What?
Oh, that's not even the full sentence. He has to put the Nipponese in front of him.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Racism. Classic racism. Okay, bye.
Sleeping.
Well, he got sort of a redemption. He did the no. I'm not even gonna try and justify it. The thing that, like, okay, no, I said I wasn't gonna try and justify it, but I think the thing that makes me kind of write it off is because it's literally Japanese people writing an English guy who's a little bit racist to Japanese people.
Mm-hmm.
But they also clearly made him to be quite a likable character. Like, you're supposed to like him.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so you're using the slurs on this character that I'm supposed to sort of... No, it's weird, right? We're doing him dirty even in the end. We are doing him as dirty as possible. Oh, fancy. Daddy!
You know what I don't like?
What?
So that day says 2017. Capcom, what are you are you doing?
2021, yeah, that's...
Because 2021 will be the remake.
Is he as racist in the Japanese version too, I wonder?
I imagine yes.
Imagine,
Not
yeah.
worse.
I imagine they use a very similar...
Yeah, I don't know a
tone.
lot about the localization of these
No.
games. I'll admit, but...
They seem to keep the tone quite accurate from
Yeah.
what I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Not like Final Fantasy XIV, where sometimes the quests are like completely different.
It's like, are we even playing the same
Yeah.
game? The
No.
answer is no.
No.
No, we're not.
No.
They just...
They just straight up go like, yeah, but I don't like the way that sounds, so we're just going to change it. Tone accurate, the British are evil. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all you needed to know.
Yeah.
If it's as overt or just as usual in insults. I think it is as overt. He did get better in the end, yeah. And he was already, like, this is the thing, he didn't actually start out racist.
No.
He kind of got really betrayed and just misguidedly took it out on an entire race of people.
As was the time.
As was the style of the time. And then he was like, oh wait, shit, I was wrong.
Yeah, but
But
also...
I'm not actually going to say I'm wrong. I'm just going to be like coy about it.
You can't drop the tune.
No, you can't drop this in. It's too ingrained at this point. I don't know. The thing is, if he was a real person, I'd be treating him a lot different to a fictional character. That's
Exactly.
the problem, isn't it? Like,
With
yeah.
a real person, but
I'd be like, okay, I'm confused by your judgment. But yeah, like you said, it makes him so likable because he's not one-dimensional.
yeah.
I agree. I do like my characters to be a little bit more well-rounded, especially quote-unquote villains.
Uh-huh.
I like.
Do you want to talk about how her Emmett Selk journey went?
Shut your mouth! We do not talk about the Emmett Silk journey. I need a drink. I am fine. Thank you very much.
Disgusting, greasy little man.
No, he's not my favorite. Why do you ask?
It's okay. I'm not the only one at the time.
Yeah, well, little miss. Oh, I miss Xenos.
I don't miss Xenos. I miss him, but also I'm so glad he's dead. That's me.
Wow, spoilers. Again. I also take offense to my portrayal as a I can't speak. Fuck. Megalomaniacal madman.
That's it, yes.
Oh, no, what happened also, okay, was the other, actually I was going to say the other week, but it was the other month. the dog was standing in front of me, and I needed to get where she was. And I'd been running a lot of Thesis Hyperborea because I was trying to level. And I don't know what possessed me, but I just turned to the dog and went, "Out of my way!" And Socket was like, "Oh, you did it. You did the voice." I was like, "Oh, fuck."
It's so good to be cringe and free, isn't it?
It's not. It's not. Again,
I don't know if you will enjoy.
I don't know if you'd enjoy Final Fantasy XIV, but
no, but I think you might not enjoy it right up until Shadowbringers.
Yeah. To be fair, I also would understand that completely because Shadowbringers is really where it starts hitting all my buttons.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't yet, no, which is fair and reasonable. It's not for everybody.
No,
and
absolutely.
I'm not here to be all like, "Oh my god, you need to buy it," but
it's a lot. Like, as much as I love the game, I am very much one of those. I don't know if I can recommend this to my friends, people.
No, quite. You tried to watch streams of it, but you've never liked it. Yeah.
It's difficult. It's like, I don't think it's also a game, like,
it's also a very personal experience, where it can be.
Yeah. Because it's really your character, and, like, you know...
We have a lot of headcanons, which helps. Couple headcanons.
Yeah.
Very important. Speaking of Final Fantasy XIV.
Do we still want to boot it? Because we're getting quite, like... as much as I hate doing a short stream...
at 2 hours instead.
Yeah, I might. Because it was just long enough. What, are you okay with?
I'm okay with that. I mean, I've had 14 running in the background
I
the
know.
whole time, so that crazy stalker's probably messaging me.
It's mostly because yesterday did a number on me.
Yesterday did a number on me too.
As much as I like to make it late.
Oh, what do you know? You didn't message me.
Oh,
maybe I'm free.
Oh, you're crazy stalker.
Maybe I'm free. Maybe my crazy stalker isn't playing right now.
I love the fact that, like, and I mean this love as in sarcastic.
Yeah,
that, like, you know, removing somebody from your friend list.
As is the Japanese way.
Yeah,
does not in fact delete you from their friends list.
Yeah.
It just removes them from your friends list. So
you can't keep an eye on them.
You can't. Yeah, you can't keep an eye on them, and also they can still message you.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. It's fine.
Yeah, that was a really strong scene.
Yeah. I'm going through Shadowbringers right now on one of my alts, and I just actual super props to Emmett Salk's voice actor. Because we're
talking about the English one.
Yeah, the English one. Sorry, yeah. There are times when he literally pulls out the. Am I safe to just say that everyone in chat right now is up to date with Endwalker?
Or does not care.
Or doesn't care. Admitted you are a little disappointed we didn't get to talk to Van Zieks much after everything. No, I know, right? I was really hoping for more closure with him. Also, maybe, like, I don't know. But that's what headcanons are for.
Yeah, that's what fandom is for.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he becomes... All you know is the end of Shadowbringers, but also, actually, that said, the end of Shadowbringers, you're pretty much caught up in that case, too. But he really pulled the Hades voice out. The voice actor. In some parts where he's really getting emotional, he drops the Emmett Selk sneer.
Yeah.
And I was impressed by it. That was all. And I was like, oh yeah, you're still a nasty little man. Of course you are. And I love you for it. But I really appreciate that the voice actor literally just starts when he's talking about the old days. The bit before the fight was... Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I kind of... Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about my Emmett Selk loather to Stan journey.
It was fun to observe. Oh. I've just been one of those weirdos who, like, I love him as a character.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like Xenos as a character.
Well, Xenos is a great character.
I just thought he was neat. I really
yeah, well,
liked
you
the
liked
way
him
he...
even when it was popular to not.
Oh my
like
god,
him.
yeah, like
Everyone
everybody
was like, oh my
fucking
god, I wish
hated
he'd
him
just
in
go
Stormblood.
away. Like, okay.
I just really liked his crazy shit in Stormblood, and the fact that he
Yeah.
actually kicked our ass, and I was like, well, that was actually quite fun. I won't kill you yet. Please come
Yeah.
fight me later. And it's such an important character journey for the Vol.
Yeah.
And a lot of people hate it.
Yeah, well, because they don't like being beaten.
No, I thought it was really cool after we were like the savior who couldn't be defeated, etc. But I also liked his dragon trick, and I'm glad they brought the dragon trick back.
Yes.
As one of my favorite things.
Yes. Yeah, that was very good.
But I understand why people find him tiresome because he does monologue.
Yeah, he
and
does.
he is just so fucking annoying.
He is. But that's his whole thing. That's
Yeah.
his shtick. Everybody's
Yeah.
gotta have like a thing.
Yeah. No, for me, my biggest hater to endure has been Stinian.
God, yeah, you
I
loathed him when you
hated
first
Justinian.
did the Dragoon quest.
Yes. I absolutely hated Stinian. I hated him.
To be fair, he was a little shit.
He
the
was in The
Dragoon
Realm Reborn. It was
quest.
horrible.
He's been rewritten.
Yeah.
Well.
And then they made me travel with him during Heavensward, and I wasn't having a good time.
Well.
And then during Stormblood, I started appreciating him a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then, you know, through the bits and pieces in between, he got better and better. Endwalker is really where I finally accepted him as a great character, who I adored. The other problem is that personality-wise, he's too close to my own wall, and therefore
That's
I had
true.
to despise him.
Yeah. Yeah, Payu and Astinian very much
They have the same.
have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, our favourite emissary who doesn't remember who's yeah.
It's literally
He is
I love him so much.
Yeah. And then there's Lahabred.
Who I also hated and now adore
Tragedy.
as a character.
Tragedy.
I don't think anybody liked Lahabra.
I don't know, I mean he wasn't likeable, he was a Realm Reborn character. Realm Reborn characters are all god awful.
Sorry that we turned this into talking about 14.
I
but
just love the fact still that, like, they did strongly imply that the only reason the three of them survived was because they were in the urinal together.
yeah, it's like,
Like,
oh,
well, shit.
was that supposed to happen? No, not really.
Not you. But yeah, no, sorry we were talking about that. I think I have talked on stream before that. Yeah. Xenoblade, most of the same amount of voice actors. I have not.
No, I have not. It's actually really good to know.
Was
Because
it
if I'm going to invest like that many hours into a new
Yes.
JRPG, it's nice to know it has the same voice actors.
Yeah.
Because I do like to play games in English full stop. Because
Yeah.
I don't understand Japanese, and JRPGs have a horrible habit of yelling shit in battle and not always subtitling things.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to know what they're saying.
Yeah.
That's actually insane. That's so much of the. But then again, Square Enix does this because like there's this voice like you boot up like Dragon Quest and you go like, oh, it's all of you guys again.
Bashan, is that you?
God,
Like,
and also the
little brother?
yeah, there's so many of them. Like,
Um.
but then you get to
I was just sorry. I was gonna say, like, the fun thing is always going through everybody's IMDb listings, and inevitably, like 97% of the time, you just got Cocoon inhabitants, Final Fantasy 13, and you're like, yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Well, exactly. I know Xenoblade isn't Square Enix, right? Or is it? It's not Square Enix, right? I don't actually know who it's made by. I just know it lives
fuck
on
me.
the Nintendo consoles.
First major villain is Thancred, is it?
Is it Thancred?
Is it Thancred?
Yeah, Monolith Nintendo, thank
Right,
you.
okay,
Yeah,
so
I
cool.
knew it. I didn't think it was a Square Enix
Yeah.
property. I'm still mad about the terrible voice acting of,
Gideon Emery?
yes, in general, that was very disappointing. because
The first Oriange? But sorry, you were gonna say?
no, when it comes to Square Enix,
Oh my bad.
that some of their games have amazing voice actors, and then they suddenly drop the ball, like Octopath Traveler 1, where the voice acting is...
Yeah, although when I replayed it, I didn't find the voice acting as bad as I remembered.
As long as you stay away from the ye olde stuff.
Even Hanit,
Really?
I didn't find it as bad. When I first played it, I found all her voice lines so egregious and just jarring. But I actually wasn't. But maybe it was because I was going in expecting to be bothered by them that I wasn't as bothered.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Unless you want to try out their own masterpieces while also helping on Zelda of all things.
That's
impressive. Wow, yeah. Do not get you started on Zelda English voice acting. We won't.
We won't. I also have no opinion on any modern Zelda game like that, except when it comes to...
I like the one that we just had with Zelda creating things with a stick. That made me happy. I played that for a long time.
Yeah.
It was the first Zelda I finished in about 30 years.
Yeah, it's the one I plan on playing after I finish Dragon Quest
30 years is a lot. Let's call it 25, because I finished Link's Awakening, Oracle of Ages and Seasons, and I think that's the last one I've actually finished. Because normally I get near the end, like to the final boss battle, and just give the fuck up because I just can't be arsed. Because I love the dungeons and I love everything else, but I do not like the final boss battles. Ever.
Yeah, that's
except the little Legend of Zelda game. The Zelda one, with Zelda creating items with a stick.
Echoes.
The cute one.
Isn't that Echoes of the Kingdom?
Echoes of the... No.
Or something. Echoes of the... I don't remember the names.
I was deliberately not gonna... what was... Wisdom. Echoes of Wisdom. I believe it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, I liked that one. Yes, that's the one. I love Echoes of Wisdom. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom.
Neither will be anytime soon.
No, honestly. I like Breath of the Wild a lot. But I think I've said before that the combat system doesn't work with the way my brain works with combat systems. So I suck at the boss battles, meaning that progression is just really difficult for me. I really enjoy running around in Breath of the Wild and doing all the temples and stuff, but when it comes to actively fighting things to get like my abilities and shit, I'm practically in tears because my brain just doesn't work with the lock-on shooting. It's just something, I don't know. You're being very brave, Ganondoodles, you are. But yeah, otherwise I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild, but we will not be playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. I haven't got anything to say about it, is what I'm saying. But I did like Echoes of Wisdom. I thought that was cute. It was baby, it made me happy, some of the dialogue made me laugh, and I needed it. It was refreshing. If I don't lock onto things, I don't hit anything at all. I don't know. I can't get hold of that aiming system. I don't know. But then, that said, when they released the 3D Link's Awakening, there was just one mini-boss battle that I didn't have any problem with when I played it on the Game Boy. But I literally had to stop playing. I have never got past that point. I can't remember what it's one where you have to like shoot arrows at something. And it's outside of a dungeon. Like it's not even part of I can't remember exactly which, but I remember
about the Switch remake.
Yeah, the Switch remake, sorry, the 3D one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just could not get past it for some reason in the 3D version. So there's clearly something about the 3D version. There, Link's Awakening, the remake.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not Link's Awakening.
It is Link's Awakening.
Is it Link's? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
I started to double guess everything.
Yeah, because Link's Awakening was the first Legend of Zelda game I ever played.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's
on
Link's Awakening,
on my little
yes.
Game Boy. Yeah, and it was there's just a really, really stupid boss. Like mini boss. Not dungeon boss, but just...
Yeah, overworld.
I can't think which thing I mean. And you 100%ed that one. There's just... Like, it's a really... This is what I mean when I say it's such an inconsequential thing. You have to shoot arrows at... Like, my brain is wanting to tell me to say, like, an ogre or something, but it's not.
It's been too long since I've played
it. Is it the robot? What robot? Where's a robot in Link's Awakening? Maybe it is a robot. I don't know. Maybe? I don't remember. It's not, like, it's quite... I mean, it's quite far in. It's more than halfway in, I think. But yeah, I didn't have any problem with it. In the desert.
In the desert?
No, not that bit.
Oh.
But, like, I think it's something similar-ish. And you have to... There's like a big something, and you have to shoot. What is it? You only played Link's Awakening once, the remake, you didn't like it, which is fair. But yeah, I have a special place for that game because it was the very, very first Link's Awakening. I mean, Zelda Legend of Zelda game I played. It was the very first RPG I played. Because up until then, it had only been like Sonic the Hedgehog. And well, Tetris 2, because it came with my Game Boy. Mario Golf also came with my Game Boy. And Donkey Kong.
Yeah, the very first.
Well, not the one where you, but yeah, like the one.
The jumpy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The puzzly jumpy one.
On the Game Boy.
Yeah. The one with like the worlds and stuff. And bangers of tracks. Yeah, but the Game Boy one. But up until then, that was like the first time I'd ever played anything like it, and it was like. That's the bit that pisses most people off. It's basically a Christ.
Yeah.
Like
I remember that bastard.
I mean, it must be around there, but like, I don't remember what it was. It must be that bit. But yeah, like when I was, what was I, 9, I think, and I played it on the Game Boy, it didn't have me any trouble whatsoever. But like, me now, at this age, I was like, I tried so many times. And I was like, nope, can't do it. We need to get you on Pokemon to make a Kobold themed team. Yeah, you know what? That would be cute. I wonder how that would go.
Which Pokemon game?
Whichever one has the most Kobold themed Pokemon.
I'm leaning like on the Switch would be easiest, but
yeah, well, because our capture card doesn't work for anything else, does it? No. So, without funding, it's Switch games. Wouldn't a Kobold team just be all the baby dragons? Probably, yeah.
Hold on, latest game. I mean, my main issue is that I won't. I mean, it would have to be without any DLC, which I do not own to begin with. But also the way it works between accounts is ridiculous. I mean, Sable. I mean, yeah.
He's shiny, yeah. I want to say maybe like. Oh, that's a Dragon Quest monster. I was like.
Oh my god.
I was thinking about the goodie bag, and I was like, no, that's not a Pokemon. Duh. The Sableye, I think, honestly, yeah, because it's shiny. The thing is, it depends. If it's Socket's team, there's going to be a lot of mushrooms. And if it's my team, there's going to be a lot of rocks. And I'm biased because anything that doesn't have Tinkerton in it, I just don't want to know about. It's wild that that's one of my favorite Pokemon, but
yeah, I still keep being surprised. Like you just kind of latched onto that one in the last generation.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, the fact that we can't have multiple saves for Pokemon, also the size of the save files is actually obscene.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am not a fan.
No. Well optimized, that game. I should finish it, really.
Yeah. One of these days you should give Arvin some fucking closure.
Yeah!
You horrible person!
Yeah. It's because I've gone back and played Rune Factory 4 instead of actually completing more recent games that I haven't finished.
Oh.
Every save file has 2 save files.
Wait, is it?
How does that work? Because they're monsters. Bastards.
I mean, I do have a stream file for Pokemon.
That's true. We have our, the one I wrote all those puns for.
Yeah, the ones that you wrote all those puns for.
And I did do an entire stream overlay for it as well, and then we just stopped playing.
Yes, well.
But I'm okay with that. Honestly. It's fine.
My main issue is that my Switch is continuously out of space, so I'm like, oh no.
That doesn't help.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll Switch 2 when?
Soon, apparently.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the Switch 2 because we're going to need one each, and that's an outlay.
Oh! That makes sense. Actually.
Okay, I find myself less angry at them. Because that's kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie.
And I guess the multiple save files also not being possible is probably simple to prevent cloning.
Yeah.
Easy cloning.
I mean, yeah.
Like, it will always be related to that shit. But the fact we also can't back up our save file, it's all like, oh,
yeah, that is.
I'm not a fan.
No.
Anyway.
So,
yeah.
thoughts on Ace Attorney?
Good game.
Yeah.
Glad to take a break.
Honestly.
I will really miss it.
I don't know what to do. Like, it's a lot of hard work to read it, but it's also quite brainless hard work, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Except we got stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, right? You pay for both of those things. You definitely should get backed up saves, for sure.
Yeah, it's
Lots
absolutely
of
ridiculous.
Shining Pearl glitches. Oof. I didn't get very far in Shining Pearl. I should pick it back up again.
Yeah, I played that one on launch without any patches. It was an interesting experience. Did you even start the game?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't hate Shining Pearl and
yeah, and Diamond.
Brilliant Diamond. Isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Nearly as much as other people did.
No.
But I'm not super nostalgic for the games, so I also understand.
That was the first video game you ever bought me.
I know. I got you an American import
copy.
well before they were released here, because fuck those days of having to wait like over half a year.
And I remember talking to you on Skype.
Yeah.
While I was at uni, and playing on my TS.
Yeah.
And discussing what we've been doing in Pokemon.
Yeah. You know, I 2 would be too much.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, 1 was fine. It's just... The thing is, I felt much the same about Alpha Sapphire. There's a reason I sold it.
Yeah.
I just do not care for certain remakes. Oops. Yeah, they didn't bring much to the table. Just felt like I'll just remake the originals, but make the extra tech that was kind of fun with the second screen worse, because you can't use the second screen anymore.
Yeah.
I think the game really suffered for that as well.
I agree, because it was so integral to it.
Yeah. I just don't want an Innova remake. I'm just no more, just re-release the originals. If you're gonna do it, don't just re-release the originals or make completely new games. This is why I'm excited about the new Legends game.
Yeah.
I know some people don't like it.
I know chat has opinions in some cases about the new Legends game, but I'm hopeful for it. But I think for me, the thing with Shining Pearl is that I liked it. I had a certain amount of nostalgia for it, but I don't find it as fun to play it the way I used to play Pokemon games of that era, which was catching everything I possibly could in one area before I moved on. Yeah. Which is how I still like playing the Switch games. Yeah. Because, you know, that's one of the reasons why I haven't finished Violet. Yeah. And why it took me so long to finish. I haven't finished Legend Arceus either, actually. No, I haven't. Because I've maxed out my Pokédex. Yes. But I haven't actually finished.
It's okay, you haven't done the bullshit solo fight.
I have
You're
not.
really missing out.
No, I've seen you do it, and that was enough for me. But like, so yeah, I didn't enjoy playing it as much as I did back when it was still the new one. Yeah. Because even though it's a remake, it still doesn't feel, of course, the same as. So it's just, I have to stop myself from playing it that way. Yeah. Because if I start playing it the way I play Pokemon games on release, as it were, I get bored. And I'm too old for that shit. Yeah. Basically.
You see, I've never played Platinum.
No.
I skipped Platinum because I bought Emerald and I thought, well, that was a load of the same.
Diamond. Oh, you mean Emerald? Oh yeah, Emerald. Yes, sorry.
Yeah. So Platinum will probably be the same, so I'm not gonna bother picking it up. I wasn't very serious about Pokemon games ever, so like I was like, meh. I was very serious about Heart Gold and Soul Silver though.
You were. cries in Pokemon Yellow.
I love Pokemon Yellow. It was
Pokemon
so
Yellow
cool.
was amazing.
Yes,
Honestly.
Sinnoh has terrible balancing problems, definitely when it comes to the availability of Pokemon, which is when they just ported it the way they did. In terms of Pokemon availability, it's like, you could just have not done that. It would have been okay.
You still wear Pokemon pajamas, you're never getting too old for this shit. Oh no, I have a Pokemon cardigan.
Yeah.
There are Pokemon plushes and various paraphernalia all over my house. No, I didn't mean I'm getting too old for this Pokemon shit. I'm getting too old for being bored when I play a video game.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting too old for. Like, if I'm not enjoying it, I just hit the bricks, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. No. This Pokemon brainworm thing ain't going nowhere. But don't worry.
Oh no.
What?
I said, oh no, it's not going anywhere, so it's Metal Man. Yeah, no, okay, I see the improvements there. Like, I am just desperate for the time that they put a hard mode back into Pokemon games. I'm just desperate. I'm crying, begging.
Yeah.
Please. The majority of the fucking fan base is kids. I get it. But, also, adults.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of them.
Yeah. And like, they don't have to call it hard mode. They could just be like, oh, like challenging.
Yeah.
You know, for somebody who just likes to have more. Yeah.
Just
yeah,
let trainers use like equipped items to their Pokemon and
Yeah.
higher levels. That's all I ask
And
for.
also bigger teams. Because the number of times you get into a battle with somebody when you've got a full team of Pokemon and they've just got like 1 or 2. And it's like, okay, but why?
Yeah.
Why? What, did you run out of balls? There's a what? They have a term in the game, veteran. Oh, right, yeah. That would work.
Yeah.
Quite. Yeah.
Yeah.
It hadn't even occurred to me.
Mm.
You keep high-res Carbuncle next to your Eevee plush. I am thrilled to hear that. I hope high-res Carbuncle is giving intense nightmares and also equal delight.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to be the veteran trainer class. Yes,
I would like that
yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, please.
Yeah.
Please. But then again, they keep rushing the poor guys working on these games. It's
Yeah.
like, fine, Nintendo. Why don't you print some more money by just reprinting those fucking Pokemon trading cards that everybody keeps asking you to do,
Yeah.
instead of creating scarcity? Because in Japan they can reprint them, but apparently not in English. No! Anyway, done.
High-res Carbuncle is staring at you as you speak. Ha 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 ha. What did I do? What did I create? You have a little posable Greninja figure. That's so cute.
Yeah, it's not like anybody can see that I'm sitting here with a Zoroark plush on my lap.
You are, aren't you? Yeah.
No.
What have I got? There's a Jolteon
Oh, yeah,
figurine
from our
staring
trip
at
to
me from our
Japan.
trip to Japan. Don't remember where this one came from. Was it in like a candy?
Yeah, it was one of
Packet.
those candy boxes.
That
You
came
picked
with,
it
like,
up
a
in
little-
Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
hmm
And then I somewhere still have the little Arceus figurine that I got from the bento box
From
in
the
the 7-Eleven
Yeah.
underneath, like
Yeah, the old
in
the
the
old location.
old location of the Pokemon Center. Yeah.
Yes.
That was so good. You were like, I can't believe you're getting a baby meal. I was like, I don't care. I'm in Japan. I'm going to get a meal for children.
It also came with
Look,
a
it
cute
has
little
it came in a little thing with
handkerchief.
a little with a little handkerchief, which I've got somewhere,
Yeah.
and baby Pokemon chopsticks, which I've got somewhere here too as well. I kept them. They're still. That was a long time ago now. That was like 20 years ago. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, to see the pocket one. I mean, personally, yeah, blah blah blah. It's snappier, blah blah blah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
also
snappier.
digital trading cards that make me very angry. I don't know what it is. I hate digital online trading card games.
Socket's got opinions.
I got opinions, okay? I just don't think if you're gonna have a trading card game, I should just get all the cards and just let me build whatever fucking deck I want. Don't pull this fucking booster shit in a digital game. It's unnecessary. It's fine when it's like I actually really enjoyed
Yeah.
the Pokemon.
That's an
Trading card
entirely
games.
different franchise. Booster shit, digital monsters. Socket goes
Anyway, as I
on
was
a
saying-
rampage.
No, but I actually really enjoyed the Game Boy Color games, the Pokemon trading card games, I don't have as much of a problem with boosters when it's like your progression in a video game. But when it comes to online matches, it just frustrates me to no end. I don't know.
Pikachu but with a Gatling gun.
That's we got that game, don't we? And
we do got
and
that.
I'm not gonna mention it because I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to give the slop any what's the word I'm looking for? Promotion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we do have that.
Yeah.
It's fun to just open a pack and go, wow, I didn't expect to be more disappointed, but here we are. Or, oh, cool, animated up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is it. It hits like the... I find it's also a very dangerous game and the way it's marketed, because it definitely hits the gamble serotonin. Or particularly with the animations and the sparkles and the... It's the slot machine thing that I got going there.
Yeah, the one that they're like, you know, trying to legally get away from in a lot of countries. Yes.
So I also have opinions about that, but... Like, I think that it's 0 pennies, like exactly that.
Yes.
As with a lot of these games, I'm like, I'll play it for free.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should head the hell to bed after all that. Yes, well, I do anyway.
Well, yeah, true, honestly.
I had like 4.5 hours of sleep last night.
You did.
And then I had to nap.
And then you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose actually I should stop talking, because I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but occasionally I start speaking and my voice just goes, ah.
Just a wee bit.
Ooh,
just
okay.
a wee bit.
Like, somebody did a lot of shouting, didn't they?
You know, my final verdict on Ace Attorney, though, is why the fuck didn't we get any bottle yeets?
We didn't get
in the
a
last
single
couple of
one,
cases.
did we?
Like, just none.
But like,
just
I think that was also, I mean, the flaming goblet was definitely because he no longer had fire next to him.
Yeah.
We could not throw. So I mean, he did crush the requisite number of glasses, though.
And that he did.
But yeah, no bottle yeets, which does surprise me.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed.
Did he have a specific scenario in which the bottle got yeeted? Was it just...
I don't think so.
Was it when
certain frustration levels, I believe.
Yeah, so... You talk so little, when you just talk normally for more than half an hour, you get a sore throat. I wouldn't know. I talk to myself all the time, even when I'm alone.
Yeah.
I constantly have conversations with the things around me. It's not sane, I don't think. But like, if you ever get a plush from me, that thing will have been talked to. Ad nauseum. The things that thing has heard. I just yap. You talk in your head. Yeah, I should do that, really. But sometimes I think it also was started when, like, I was a kid. I would talk out loud so that the cat wouldn't get lonely. If it was just me and the cat, I'd just talk. Of course, you should talk to yourself. You need professional advice. That's true. I do. And what better advice? But yeah, I started talking kind of out loud because cat. And now we have dog. So I talk out loud to dog.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of don't. Also, when I was a kid, I don't know, I think I've heard some other people since then saying that they used to do this too, and it made me feel much less alone. I used to pretend I was in an advert when I was doing stuff, like an infomercial, and I would just talk out loud while I did things, like I was talking to a camera. You talk to your cat, but like to her. Yeah, like, yeah. See, didn't really have much to say to my cat when I was a kid. You just reminded yourself of a Kafka line. You sound like something out of a self-help book. I've heard that one before. It's a good line. That's a beautiful line. I should remember that one. I just know you, Spoony Bard. I liked that before Spoony was a thing, and then not a thing.
Talking about the video maker. Right?
Spoony.
Yeah, no, sorry, never mind.
Huh?
Never
Oh,
mind.
you mean he's a great villain? No, he was a rubbish villain. Villain? Just got talking to yourself as a sign of madness too much as a kid, so you shut up. Yeah, see, I never did it in front of people. I was alone a lot as a child, so I would talk to myself, if anything, to fill the void. How many people get 10-minute classical music pieces made of 5 parts? No, right? That can then get played on, like, the Royal Albert Hall's organ. I don't like the way that sentence sounded, but you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
You were an only child for 10 years, what they expect. Right! Right! They leave us alone for just hours on end. I'm a talker. When I'm alone, or with people I like, I just don't shut up. Now I have you to fill the void, and it's much, much worse. No, I like the void filling. I like chat. I like talking to chat. You missed it. I think the last hour of this has just been us chatting, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It was just wrapping stuff up, and it was pretty much just confirming everything we already knew, though. Is it? You didn't miss a whole lot.
No.
There was no shouting. Strongheart didn't even get a line at the end.
No.
In the credits.
No.
I'm quite glad of that. Yeah, just chatting with Great Ace Attorney 2 title screen backing. It has been. We talked about Final Fantasy XIV for a bit, then we talked about Legend of Zelda, then we talked about Pokemon, and now we're talking about talking to ourselves as children. And I was admitting to having been really, really weird, and basically pretending I was in infomercials whenever I was doing things. Sometimes I still do, if I'm feeling particularly lonely, like if Socket's been away for like a few days. You don't go back to the Netherlands so much, but back when you did go to the Netherlands, I would fill the space by just talking like I was cooking on a TV show.
I've always been taught that's perfectly normal. Yeah, my family always thought it was perfectly normal, and that's also just what you do.
I think that also
it helps you think.
I think so too, but I think that also does say a lot about your family. But that's cool. But I never did it with anybody else around. And there wasn't even art of Strongheart that was even uglier than his usual looks. No, it's true, because, you know, he just popped out fully deformed and miserable and just evil. We do have 400 Fanseeks points to spend in the next game, which there definitely is going to be another one, right? When Socket's away, that's when I practice the Uwu voice. No, there's no fun practicing the Uwu voice when she's away.
Otherwise she doesn't know how much it's making me hurt.
The Uwu voice is when
it's time to go to bed, bye. You've had your fun.
When you least expect it, the Uwu voice will come for you!
I am cruel to you, aren't I? Yeah, don't worry, yes. Give it until I think tomorrow, maybe the day after. It will have disappeared for a week.
Yeah.
Speaking of week. Next week.
Yeah, it should be Ember Isle on possibly
Tuesday.
both days.
At the very least, we'll try and get it set up for Tuesday. We will probably be trying to start at our previous stream start time of 7:30.
That is going to be a thing we'll be aiming for.
That will be a thing that we'll be aiming for, because this is kind of late. We didn't used to start at 8:30. We used to start at 7:30, and then somehow it just kind of drifted. And then everybody expected us to be there at 8:30, and we also kind of figured that 7:30 or you'll be hurty. Yeah. But yeah, we also kind of didn't want people to miss it, so we figured pushing it back by an hour was the best thing to do. But we'll probably start at 7:30 again, if we can. Of course, it's up to whether or not I manage to make dinner beforehand or not, as well.
Yeah.
And whether Socket manages to pull the... You didn't realise it was deliberate. Well, at first, we just kind of scooched to 8 o'clock because we fucked up. And then we sort of scooched to 8:30 because we fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just kind of kept it at 8:30 deliberately.
Yeah.
So, yes and no. We can crowdfund for new Squitch games if you need options. Absolutely no.
We have plenty.
We do have plenty. But if anybody's got requests for things, we can always pick and choose from stuff we do have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just keep in mind that because my capture card is
yeah, the capture card is cheap.
crap, anything that has fast reaction times is out of the question.
I'm still astonished that we managed to play Pokemon Snap.
It was a challenge.
It was the first one we played,
Yes,
wasn't it?
I was just trying it out with that one.
Balatro, clearly. I see.
Oh.
I think there's... Okay, when I say crowdfund, I mean, I have veto rights, yes?
Yes.
First crowdfund, new capture card.
Yeah, your PC should be beefy enough that it can take a decent capture card.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, yes, but also...
You know, if we get a new capture card, we can just play Mario Party.
Okay, who wants us to play Mario Party on stream? Play the Peggy 18 game, unlike EA Football with microtransactions, rated Peggy 3. What? 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 Oh no, that's criminal. Mario Party destroys relationships. No, it brought us closer together.
It has just united us against Toadette.
Yes. Oh my god, right. Oh, that was too
Always
funny. But see,
kill the NPC.
The thing is, yeah, so I have one personality flaw. And it is that I am not competitive in the slightest little bit.
No.
Like, I'm woefully uncompetitive. I'm like, yeah, cool. I just had a fun time. Yee-hee. Yeah, that makes me a really frustrating opponent in Mario Party because I'm just like, oh no, I lost the game. I'm having fun. Yeah. It's just, I think I evolved that way because my dad is an extremely sore loser. And he gets really proud of himself when he wins, so it's just easier to lose.
Wait, you want to check what I currently have? This is not everything.
The gameplay Dishonored for Chill, Tiny Glade. I played the demo for Tiny Glade. It looks pretty cute, not gonna laugh. Not laugh, lie even.
As you can see, I play a great variety of games. That is totally not mostly just JRPGs.
Yeah, not at all.
I've also uninstalled the whole shit ton.
Yeah, that's true. I needed space. I still haven't uninstalled The Witcher, though.
Yeah.
One of these days I should. But...
Yeah.
So because it was gambling, that makes sense. But yeah, football games are stuff with microtransactions and they're random too, rated P3. That is disgusting.
That is actually really far.
That's what I mean. Like that should be criminal.
Yeah.
Man, I miss the original version of Luminous.
This is the original.
No, it's. Oh, I mean, sorry then. You
mean the Vita one?
The Vita version of Luminous. That was really good. Sorry. Yeah. The original one I played.
Yeah.
The Vita version was really great. The original version is not as fun.
Yeah.
I want them to redo it.
Yeah. Do not expect me to play this game on, like, ever. It gives me such horrible motion sickness.
What? How come Panzer Green makes you...
It's just one of those games that just gives me motion sickness. I don't actually own Horror for Stella. That's like
that's the demo, yeah.
Also, do not expect me to play Monster Hunter ever.
Oh, really? Did you not enjoy it? You started with the first one,
I like it, but I am shit at it.
Oh, okay. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the gateway drug into the furry fandom.
Yeah. I mean, I really like it. But,
joke's on you. I already had a cat persona when I started playing it.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha!
Yeah, I got it later. You were like, I always looked at Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and I was like, oh, that doesn't look fun. And they were like, oh, it's real fun. I was like, okay.
It was.
Yeah.
These days, my life is not long enough for the frustration. But back when I got it, it was the only game I could find. It was the only Pokemon game that was for the DS.
Yeah.
I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah. I needed a Pokemon game.
Mhm.
And I was sick and tired of playing my...
Uh-huh.
No, because I didn't have... Yeah, because it was only backwards compatible with the Game Boy Advance cartridges, wasn't it?
No.
Really?
Or was it? I thought it
The
had
DS?
both. Yeah.
No, it didn't have both.
No, so
It
the
was
DS, I thought.
no, it was only Tales of Symphonia.
Yes, I would love to replay Tales of Symphonia, but I heard that the Switch remake is dreadful.
Oh, is it?
The last ports are absolutely god awful.
Oh.
If that is incorrect or they fixed it, do let me know, because Pocket over there has never played basically Tales of Symphonia, and it's one of my favorite JRPGs ever.
Which one's Tales of Symphonia? I mean, I know it's one of the Tales of
you've
games.
Yeah,
Which one have I played? I played the one on your...
Are you thinking on Steam? Does the... Yeah, I can do that. Is that one decent, actually?
I've played... Oh my god, what was the original PSP? I played the version of the...
I forget which one.
There was like a Tales of game.
Yeah.
With Meredy.
Yes.
I just remember the characters. And then I really liked it, stopped playing, went back to play it, and your PSP had developed Drift.
Yeah, you've played Tales of Eternia.
Tales of Eternia, yeah. Yeah, your PSP had developed Drift.
Yes.
And I couldn't work out why I couldn't get off the first screen. But it was because I literally couldn't go
that was dreadful.
left.
Yeah.
That was really upsetting. It took me ages to work out what was happening.
Yeah.
Have you seen Spirit of the North?
I
No.
have.
You?
Yeah. It looks pretty cool. Thing is, like, I have not really been up to date with a lot of things because I can't run a lot of things. If that makes sense at all. Like, until recently we didn't have any of the hardware to run it. Like, it was basically Switch was our most recent device.
Yeah.
So, I've been kind of ignoring more chunky game releases. Anything that looked like it would really benefit from, like, running decently, I've been like, oh, well, that's
well,
out
as you
of
can
my
kind
budget.
of tell from your Switch roster, let's face it.
Yeah. I play a lot of old shit.
Yeah.
And
with
then
the occasional
sometimes...
Dragon Quest title thrown in.
Yeah. Yeah, and simulation games.
Yeah.
Also because it's really easy to dip in and out of. Because I can just go through periods where I don't play a game. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. This, I mean... Yeah.
You do.
Well, I can show you my details later. I'm not gonna eat them on stream.
No, that would be rude. But yeah, no, Mario Party Jamboree.
It's been fine so far.
That's been really fun. But yeah, we need to, but at some point it would be fun to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'd need a decent capture card for that.
Hollow Knight is it's...
I actually have I know of it, but I don't know about it.
I've never actually played it
because
it was one of those games that I figured that I would probably end up being very not normal about, where I just get super obsessive and don't play anything else.
Community Mario Party event, I would like that. That would be funny.
Oh my god, that'd be great. You know what? Yeah, we should look into that.
Yeah.
But
that'll be our next stream investment. Decent capture card.
Yeah, honestly, it should be.
But yeah.
That will be really
sorry,
neat.
Hollow Knight.
Yeah, it's just it will be. You know what? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna add it to the list as well.
I don't know anything about it.
Well,
except I know the art.
Like I am not normal about Metroidvania games.
No,
I think that's
true.
what I need to say. I get super obsessive about them. If they're good, this is a good one.
Yeah.
So much to playlist.
Yeah, no, you're not normal about that. I need to play that Dragon Quest. What's it called? Heroes?
Yes, you do need to play Dragon Quest Heroes once of these days.
But I will not be doing that on the stream, most likely.
Oh.
Because that'll just be me spending hours going yeehaw, swipey swishy, slashy slashy. Have I heard of Blasphemous?
No, I haven't actually. I need to look this up. It's one hell of a title, I will say. That looks very grim dark. Wait! No, Pocket cannot play these kind of game. No.
Wait, what is it? Are we talking like? You backed that game. That's not the streamers friendly.
No.
Well, you'd probably be okay with it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
the kind of person who plays stuff like The Darkest Dungeon, Fear and Hunger.
You do enjoy those things.
And I would just never choose to stream it because it's, for me, something that I enjoy. But they're very much things that I need to be in the right headspace for to enjoy.
So it'd be the sort of thing that you'd end up streaming randomly if you did. 2-week Minecraft phase.
We have Minecraft.
We have a server.
We have a server. I get horrible motion sickness from Minecraft too.
It's very frustrating. We have to do the third person thing. Even I have to do the third person thing a lot of the time. But we do have Minecraft stuff. I enjoy Minecraft quite a lot.
Yeah, you should just do some Minecrafting by yourself.
Yeah, I should. My PC can run it now.
Yeah, you can actually run it now.
It's actually crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, does that mean I lose my grayed out creeper icon? I'm gonna have to update.
Yeah.
That. I still miss the old grass block. I don't know why they had to get rid of the grass block icon for the game thing. Like, just, you haven't played Minecraft in ages. It's, honestly, I like what they've done with it. I go through phases where I play it just consistently. And then I stop for months. And then I load it in again. The problem is there is about a 50% chance that I get a migraine when I play it. Yeah. If I'm not careful.
Yeah.
So.
This is one of those games.
Yeah. But when I gotta play Minecraft, I gotta play Minecraft. Like digital Lego blocks. You've not played it recently, but you're kind of also dreading it because you have so much to do in your world now. Yeah. See, because we've got the server, I've been making like little pods and towns and entire secret places for Pocket to go. I mean, Pocket, that's me. Socket to go find when she finally plays again.
Yes.
When she feels strong enough.
Yes.
So, but yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, honestly, there are a lot of things I might like to try and do once, like, you know.
Even just dip in and out, but. You have the terrifying automatic item sorter in storage.
Oh.
Yeah, see, this is the way, because your brain works so differently from mine. I'm so basic when it comes to Minecraft. I make pretty buildings and use blocks. But when it comes to the technical stuff, I have to read so many diagrams to get my head around it. And then sometimes, not at all. It doesn't work. I don't know why. I walk away. I think the worst I've ever got was the automatic chicken hatcher and slaughtery. Where, like, every time a chicken stepped on a plate, it would fire an egg into the chicken, which would potentially hatch the egg, and after a considerable amount of time, kill a chicken. And I would just reload the hatchery with eggs when I walked past. And then, yeah. And then sometimes chickens would get too full, so I'd take them to the sword. But yeah, your brother and I started making a Zelda-themed dungeon. That's very cool. That is so
really
cool.
Neat.
I played on somebody's server one time who had, like, carved out intense and extensive tunnels in the nether to make, like, a full world transport system. And I thought it was a really cool idea, and I've been trying to do it myself, but I start getting dizzy and I lose all sense of time because, of course, if you're just digging through netherrack, unless you find lava, it's just the same for hours. Less so these days, actually. But it is cool. I did like the whole world teleport system. People do that a lot. Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's really neat. I liked using it. It put up really, really good signposts and stuff. But yeah. But yeah, no, if anybody has, I like some of the suggestions we've got though.
Yes, thank you
But
very much.
Yeah, making it is agony, yeah. But using it's splendid. I mean, obviously, he used creative mode. I made a tree house on that server. By growing trees. Literally just waiting for them to grow. And then building the next level. And then building the next level. And then building the next level. But just with like live growing trees. I spent a lot of hours on that. Remember finding your friend's portal in the nether to get into their impenetrable stronghold and left an awfully named carrot item. Oh no, really? That's funny. I love that. 4 saplings in a square makes a big tree. Yes, it does. And a lot of big trees in a big square make a big tree house that you can then chop all the leaves off with shears and then put more dirt and more big trees and then lots of trees and very tall and very big and tree house. Yeah. But so it's kind of like I keep having to stop myself from doing that with the tree house because it's like my weird signature. I just make a giant tree house every time.
Mm-hmm.
I do, yeah. We have a tiny little like baby server. So it's tempting to do a little stream one. But if you install the Twilight Forest, there's a sampling that will grow into a large hollow tree. Oh, that's cool. I haven't even looked into Minecraft modding. I like that a lot though. A sapling. I just realised that you meant sapling. Just as you said it. Sorry. I thought it was maybe like a modding thing. I was like, yeah, sampling, that sounds right. Yeah, okay. I can roll with that. It's okay, nobody else heard, right? It's just between the two of us. Shh. Your problem is you have a habit of, I'll dig underground before building a home later. Oh no, I have a big underground and a random dirt shack above ground. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. Or like half of my little shelters, because I also like to build roads and pave them. And then every time it hits nighttime, like I'll build the road in creative mode. I'll just go as far as I can one way. And then I will head back again along the road. And when it hits nighttime, I'll quickly build myself a little shack. And then I'll spend the next few in-game days like making that shack into a different building with the local materials. And trying to make everything slightly different so it all feels like regional. But then I have to stop myself from falling into the same pattern over and over again. You haven't modded anything, you almost always make a castle out of cobble. Honestly, cobbles are... My go-to brick is the baked one, you know, where it's got like 4 big squares in a brick. You're right there.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And then the mossy... Yeah, cobblestone. Is that No. But yeah, the mossy bricks as well. I like those. Always got to go find myself some vines. Or, you know, if I can't find any vines, sneaky creative mode. Oops, nobody saw that. But yeah. See, now you've got me wanting to play Minecraft again. Sorry. Just did this to everybody in chat. I'm sorry. 2-week Minecraft phase, begin. Now, next week it will definitely be Amber Isle, unless something happens and I can't install it. But I mean, otherwise I probably am going to be off on my 2-week Minecraft phase. I need to get work done. I need to sew dumplings. Come on. Don't do this to me. But yeah, I should download it on my new PC anyway, because I haven't yet. But hey, remember last time I did it on stream, Minecraft, and my PC was chugging so badly that we basically just had a slideshow at one point? That was bad. Shaders. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I could run some pretty hefty shaders on that thing now. But at the same time, then that kind of brings in the whole modding stuff. What's it called? Is it Minecraft Forge? And I'm too baby for that some days. When I want to play, I just want to play. You know, I'm not good at forward thinking, planning. It's not modding? I mean, it involves installing extra stuff, doesn't it? Or does it? Did I miss it the whole time? Texture packs are still a thing? I think so. I think I'm using modding very, very loosely. You can get shaders now that are just resource packs. Oh, that's really handy. How long has that been around? Probably years. The last time I looked at shaders, I was like, Forge, I can't. I just can't. Also, yeah. A few years, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I think it has been a few years since I even thought about shaders. So... Well... I think... Unless anybody has any more thoughts on Ace Attorney... I should send everybody off to go play Minecraft. Sorry, not sorry. Slaps like this. I know, right? I felt like that. I felt like somebody's grandpa. Well, time for me to go. Your mother and I should be driving home. Yeah. Your leveling machine is to 60, then you'll play Minecraft. That's dedication for you.
Ah, should be done in no time.
Yeah. I've been, because I said earlier, I've been playing 14 through the main story quest on my precious of alts. Most precious of alts. My darling baby. Get Culinarian to 100. Do.
Yes.
Like, I haven't even started Dawn Trail yet. I'm still in pre-quests. I'm just about to kill the fire guy. But my fisher, I think, is 95, 93, somewhere around that era. Yeah. I'm not gonna stream any of that. Beat 14 as a culinarian. Yeah, you know what? Tempting. But to be fair, it's because we do all those fishing streams.
I take no responsibility whatsoever.
No, I just did a lot of fishing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, and I'm leveling up Black Mage because I like Black Mage, because canonically she's a Black Mage.
Yeah.
It's fun though. But I'm not confident enough to use Black Mage in dungeons, so I'm also leveling up Bard at the same time because that's the class I know. You actually went to realm reborn areas and helped new people by bashing enemies with a pan. That's cute. I like that a lot. I accidentally opened a treasure chest. Treasure chest, right? That's what I mean. The treasure map chests.
Oh yeah.
Where you have a time limit. I forgot you have a time limit to kill the things that spawn.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a low level one, but I forgot that I was still in like botanist. And even though my botanist is like 91, I think at this point, I was just it didn't do much. Just auto attack. Oop. And then they were like, they ran away. I was like, oh, okay, well, mission accomplished, I guess.
You won.
You gotta head to bed, Gannon Doodles. Okay, well, good luck with that. Thanks for coming by. Maybe soon they will announce a new Great Ace Attorney Chronicles game with these guys.
We cannot hope.
Task very much failed successfully. Yeah. But yeah. would be good, I think. I mean, we've left them enough time, right, to kind of get their heads around it. They've re-released this one in 2021. That's enough time for them to gauge the response, right? Right? That's how Capcom works, right?
Yeah, they definitely always pay attention to their survey results where everybody says, please bring these games back. Yeah, this is popular.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Well then. Okay. Go off. Do your Final Fantasy 14s. Mine your crafts. In all times. Thanks for coming to our stream. Don't forget, keep the cart in your hut. Keep Fanseeks in your breeks. What?
Yes. I was trying to think of something, but no luck.
Breeks? I think it's Scottish for breeches. That means shove Baroque down your trousers. Go forth and bloody the lands with your righteous conquest. Yeah, do that. And for 400 Fanseeks points, pay them to make the next one. That's a good point. That is what we'll do.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Just mail them to them. Fanseeks will forever be, I think, part of our stream. In spirit. If not in presence. Always follow the Kobold motto. Live, laugh, loot, and potentially for the last time, objection!
Oh no.
I know, right? I'm sad.
Oh.
I need to come up with a new Kobold motto.
Yeah.
Until next time. I hope you all be well. You will quote Mixelk every chance I get. Yeah, honestly, I don't see anything wrong with that. Until next time. Good night.
Good night.